got to get it together.
You look, motherfucker.
We got to.
You know what I got coming? A piece of it. It's only a little 12-inch one.
No, that's good.
Yeah. I'm getting it for 2 ounces and an ounce of mushrooms.
Wow, that's a deal.
12 inches is all you need, right?
But I want us to go to the barn on Monday night.
What's that?
That's where I go with those darts, Charlton Farming.
What was it? 00000?
Yeah, 6 zeros.
Why you go all the way to Farmington?
Because that's where they play darts at. This guy's got the barn that used to belong to Henry Ford. He had it moved out.
Put a bottle in your bathroom toilet, and you won't believe the result.
It's fantastic. He has concerts in there. Every Monday night, we play darts. We've been doing it for.
And he wants us to come out and do a show.
Yeah, we could do a show out there while we playing darts.
Yeah, I like playing darts. That's fun.
Yeah, you know. And these are cool dudes. You know, they're cool.
As long as they're older, I don't like these young kids.
No, they're
Rudy's hanging out with young kids.
You never know.
Old man Rudy.
I'm pretty young.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm hanging out with you, ain't I?
Yeah, right.
What up, Uncle Dean?
Dino.
Pick up.
Shit, what about that Lions game? I thought they were going to lose for sure.
It looked like it didn't it? But they always pull that shit out. At least they have.
Always.
This
year.
They're 11-1. So
this year is kind of.
I think they only lost the first game, wasn't it?
No, second game.
Second game.
Tampa Bay beat us somehow.
Yeah.
We played like shit.
Yeah.
That's what happened, man.
But they got it together.
We got lucky. The Bears up, man. They didn't use their last time out and shit.
Bruce
loud as fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we got to do some of these events that are coming up in the springtime.
There's an event in Detroit, like what, next weekend?
Really?
Really?
You didn't see it? You said you follow that 3 Strains.
I don't see his stuff all the time.
Oh man, I should have sent you it. Maybe I did send you it.
No,
we gotta get it together. So we can all make some money.
I think it's just like a competition.
We'll split whatever the table costs. We'll split it 3 ways.
I don't even want to do a table because no one buys seats at those places.
Well, what do you want to do?
Just go and smoke. Let's just go and hang out and see what the event's like before you want to get tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's check out and see if it's worth it.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to like that bitch. All right. So I've been saving this bitch for a minute. I've thought about it. I'm really thinking that I'm gonna put in some effort in the next day or two and find someone online who's like, is there anybody out there that's an actual tester?
Yeah, I told you that dude. He's a ganjier.
I can send that to him?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to send it.
I talked to him right before Hash Bash. Like, bro, you can send me anything you want and I'll do the review for you.
Cash.
The official ganjier review. You know,
Yeah.
they have all this criteria.
The Cunningham.
Oh, that's right.
It smells kind of like a little old, but I bet once you bust that
remember when you
bitch
said
up, it's gonna
Cunningham.
be crazy.
What's up, man?
Happening?
You know, that's very. The smell is very floral. I like
How
the way
much
it
do you
looks.
have to send him? That was awesome. It was
I mean, usually an eighth, but I mean, if you just send them 2 grams, they'll smoke them and review them, you know?
I like the way this tastes.
Well, I mean, I'll probably actually send him some stuff.
That's the Williams Wonder that was made in 1987.
Really, yeah, I like the way this
No,
tastes.
your head, just your head.
It's got a nice taste.
The 1987 weed.
I'll say it goes that way.
Well, he had it to
So
me.
You ever smoked weed from 1987?
I thought you were going to ask me if I've ever smoked weed. I was like, my dude, how you doing? Good to see you again. This is from 1987?
Yeah.
The seeds?
The strain
I was said,
So,
if it's from 1987, that makes it as old as me.
so the UFO came back.
Oh, damn. That's fucking stinky.
Back
saw
before
one.
last.
I saw 2 nights ago, I saw one.
Hold on. You talk about up here in the sky over here?
Bro.
I'm not shitting you. I saw a fucking light that was like,
Crazy.
I'm like, is that Mars? My wife goes, no, it's got to be Venus or something. But it was fucking bright.
And there was a little red boop
No,
coming
I
out
didn't
of
see
it.
nothing.
I know.
I
You
was
saw-
outside.
That's Jupiter. You saw Jupiter.
No, Jupiter's not fucking as bright as the sun. It
Yeah,
looked
no,
like
It was light and stuff.
It looked like the sun was reflecting off of it.
Okay.
Enough that I stopped when I was driving. I was with my son, and we literally stopped because he pointed it out to me. We were on our way to dinner. We got out of the car and just looked at it, and I saw these little red like things go flying, right? And then there was another one like miles away to the south of us that was equally as bright, but you could tell it was further away.
Yeah.
And I said to Harrison, I was like, you could say maybe a planet, but I could see Mars because Mars is red. And I was like, there's no explanation. And it's like you said, it was so bright that you cannot tell me it was a planet. You cannot tell me it was anything.
My wife come on.
I recorded it, but the problem is my hand was so jittery. My hand was so jittery, you know?
Yeah.
If I had a tripod, I could have done a better job.
We seen some crazy shit the other day when I was at my cousin's. Me and like 5 people, we were at a birthday party and shit. It was like one big light and then a bunch of little lights right behind it, like a bar.
Making a triangle forward.
No, it was a straight line.
It was a straight line?
It was
And
probably
every
a
one of
game.
us was just like in awe, just speechless. And then after we talked about it, we're like, could it have been a drone? Could it have been this? Could it have been that? No, it wasn't. Nothing like we've ever seen.
You know, everybody say drones. You know, it's a drone. First of all, most drones aren't that big unless it's a military.
Right.
Unless it's a military.
Dude, this
drone.
thing.
Okay, ain't no individual flying no. If you
Yeah, but
fly,
we have a military comp base that's definitely close enough that they could launch drones from it.
Selfish Air Force Base.
Yeah, and fly them over here, and they could fly.
Sure,
over
they
here.
could, of course, and maybe every now and then
They probably do.
we do see one, but it doesn't have a flying.
I bet you don't see it if they fly over us. I bet you.
Well, I've
don't
seen
see
it. I've heard it and seen it fly over my house about 2 or 3 years ago.
No, that's
In
just
the
because they were
daytime?
trying to scare you.
No,
Like, we watching
At
you,
night?
bitch.
No, it was in the daytime.
Oh, okay.
It was like about
I forgot we got Rise.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
I heard a buzzing sound. I was like, what was that sound?
Yeah, this shit was.
And then I heard
It's
it
a whole
went
different level of
ring, and I looked up and I saw
I
it.
do
It was
have
maybe
Taco versus
2,000 feet up or something. It wasn't that high. I don't think those drones fly that high.
Oh, the shit we seen disappeared straight up too. Like there was no trees in our way or nothing. It went. We only
Whoa.
got to see it for like 10, 20 seconds and it disappeared.
It's
They
the
said-
edge of the Amazon.
They said
culture
the
points.
You have
UFO,
to
people seeing UFOs
Rebuild
as
society.
tripled.
You have to go
in
through
the last
different
2 years.
civilizations.
I just
So
heard
people are seeing them
some
everywhere.
shit. Oh man.
People are seeing them
They're
everywhere.
flying all around our Air Force bases and shit. That's
Mhm.
probably why we're seeing
Well,
it.
there was
Because
just-
of Selfridge.
What airport was that?
I mean,
In New York.
it could be. Yeah,
It
but
was just last week. It was one in New York.
the way the sky is, you can see everything that we can see in our sky. You can see in Florida, right?
No.
No,
You can only see 3 miles with the naked eye.
No, I meant up.
no.
I think it is the same. It's
It
just
is.
a
Oh,
little
what do you mean?
shifted.
Like it's with
When
the
you
stars
look
you
at the
see?
constellation-
Stars you
and
see
shit.
are the same stars you see in Florida, but if you're on the other side of the planet and on the other hemisphere, you see a different set of stars.
I think it just shifted and shit.
No, I
Because
think
the-
you see like the Milky. We see the
Let's
Dipper,
remember something.
and if you're
No
down
matter
in
where
South
you-
Africa, you don't see the Dipper.
No matter where you are
Right?
on Earth,
Right, but you can
no
see
matter no matter where you are on Earth, you're only seeing 4% of the universe. No matter where you are on Earth.
It's probably not even 4%.
Yeah,
No,
well,
well, that's what they say.
his point is they're seeing different 4%.
That's what they say.
Everybody sees a different 4% depending on what part of the
The
planet.
hemispheres and shit.
Sure,
But Florida.
but it's
sees-
all the same 4%.
I know, but Florida sees the same shit we see.
We might see this side
No,
of the
it's not the
4%.
same, I don't think.
No,
What?
I guess the horizon's different.
For what?
Because your
Between here and
angle, the
Florida?
angle you're looking is different.
Between here and Florida,
Yeah,
Here in Florida ain't that much different.
there ain't that much difference.
that's what I'm saying. You
There's a
just
slight
see a big
difference.
Well, we're
Dipper.
gonna see the same stuff because the Earth is rotating. So it's like,
Well, I mean, the
they
big-
might see it 30 minutes or sooner than we do, or vice versa.
Okay, so if you were standing on top of the Earth and look straight up, that's all you're gonna see, right? Because you're standing on the top of it.
Sure.
Yeah, and if you're in South Africa, you're gonna see some way different shit.
Yeah.
It's like looking out a window.
Yeah, when I was in Ecuador, I
looking
saw
at a
like
different
all
window.
these different constellations for the first time. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because it's so dark.
You're
can actually
near
see
the
'em.
equator. You're near the equator.
I was at, like, have a picture at the equator. one
Yeah.
time.
It's
Yeah.
like no light.
That's a whole different set of rules there. You know, everything is different.
No,
They
it was
have that
wild.
dark area,
I ate
the thumb
monkey
area. You
when
can
I was
go
there.
Yeah. A what?
A monkey. I ate a rodent when I was there.
You ate a monkey
Uh-huh.
and a rodent?
The fuck? Why?
See, here's the adventurer. See, See, black guy ain't gonna do that.
Once.
See, white guys do shit like this.
No, I thought so. By the way, so here's my
Ain't no way in
explanation.
hell I'll eat none of that.
He definitely did a lot of white guy dangerous stuff.
Yeah. See,
I flew an airplane when I was there.
we're hanging out on the beach with the chicks. That's as dangerous as it gets for us.
Dude, I went and lived with the Warani people. It's in the Amazon. The Warani people. And as I'm flying in, we had to fly into a place called Shell, Ecuador, which is just like a piece of land that is a landing strip.
Yeah.
And the guy I'm flying with is drunk. And
The pilot?
oh, he's fucking hammered, dude. He had
You fly with a drunk pilot?
What am I gonna do? I'm like 17 at the time. So I start talking about it, and he's just like, "You want to fly?" I was like, "Yeah." So because I was talking about how there's a steering in the co-pilot spot, he just flips the switch. He's like, "You're flying." So I got to fly over the rainforest and an
That was
airplane.
well worth it then.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
That's heavy.
He's like, "I'm gonna land it though." I was like, "Fuck yeah, you are."
There's plenty of universes where you end up in the fucking rainforest
Dude.
surviving. No, you come out fucking 30 years later, a wild man.
Did you ever watch the show? I shouldn't be alive. Survivor Man.
Yeah.
With Les
fucking
Stroud. So the
man.
very first episode, season 1, episode 1, he goes to the tribe that I was with, and he cuts it early because he was getting hunted by a Black Panther.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's the same place I was, and I saw a Black Panther when they were trying to attack one of the women's chickens.
didn't-
But I called my mom after watching that. I was like, "Why did you let me go there?" Like, she goes, "I pray for you every day," and I was like, "But like, no fucking way would I let my 17-year-old son go."
I mean, that's Jesus
I
for you.
prayed.
I did. It was in the name of Jesus.
It's in the name of Jesus.
Well, this has
in the
got a
name of
plan
Je-
for him.
Yeah,
It's gonna
when
be
it-
all right.
When it's in the name of Jesus, it's a
Yeah,
different
well,
thing.
I ain't got that much faith in Jesus, so I ain't doing it.
Dude, my parents would tell me, if you go pray and you go in there and you tell these people about Jesus who already know who he is, you can go. I'm like, you guys have no idea how dumb this is.
That's how that missionary got killed when he went down to that island top,
Yeah.
trying to convert them into Christianity. And they killed his ass. They told him not to go.
And then they ate him.
It was all, I don't know. No, they're not cannibals.
No, they're not
They're not cannibals. But they told him not to go because the government made that off limits and told everybody, don't fuck with those people. Every now and then they're taking through coconuts in the water for them. You know, they go back and go coconuts. But they think it's less than 300 of them.
Yeah, it's a very small alpha India.
Yeah.
There's a video of a tribe meeting a white person for the first time, and it's like they're freaked out, but they introduce them to salt, and they become very close
Yeah.
with the tribe.
Well, indigenous people,
Salt is such a crazy, like, that, the access to salt that we had is unfucking believable.
yeah, but see,
Sugar too. Sugar, like, so,
see back then, though, back in the day, salt was money.
no, I get that, that's my point. So, like, so was sugar and cinnamon.
Yeah, spice.
all spices.
Spice.
Right.
All of them.
So, have you seen Ghost yet on CBS? If you got Paramount Plus,
Ghost.
Probably.
if you do, it's a great show to watch with your kids. Your kid. It's a funny ass comedy where lady bumps her head and now she can talk to ghosts. And the premise is that ghosts are stuck to a spot of land where they die. And it happens to be
Oh, I have seen that. Yes.
This
Yes.
mansion-
And there's a British version too.
Yes,
Right?
there's a mansion on the property, so all the ghosts just kind of hang out in the mansion, right? And it's got them all, from everyone from a Native American guy to a dude from the Revolutionary War to some robber baron's wife,
All kinds of
all kinds of
personalities.
But they have a guy there who's a Viking, and he's the one that's been there the longest, because he was back when the Vikings came over. He got forgotten by his people, and they left him, and he died.
And he
there.
died.
Yeah. So he puts a Viking curse on the house, so it doesn't do good because he doesn't want her to stay or whatever. And he's like, you can't get rid of the curse. It's just impossible. They're like, all right, what do we need? He goes, okay, well, you're never going to find it, but you need a pound of sugar and a pound of cinnamon.
They'll never find it.
And they said, oh, that's easy. Then what are you worried about this place for? You guys are rich as gold or some shit like that. Like in his mind. But wars were fought over this shit.
Yeah, man, because in Europe they'd been eating spiceless food.
No, it's not even
This-
spicy
this-
food. The
Salt
salt
was
is
for
No,
serving.
that's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. That's why they went where they went, to get salt, sugar, spices of all kinds. I bought some sugar.
Sugar too. Sugar preserves shit too.
And their sugar was big old clumps like this. It wasn't ground up. It was big clumps like this of sugar. And they just pop it in their mouth and suck on it all day for energy.
Well,
because it wasn't processed sugar.
If you live in a place where there's actual sugar cane, like where it grows, you just get sugar cane.
They chew on it all the
chew it all the time.
time. It gives them energy.
You get juices that are made from the straight cane.
Yeah.
Just juice that shit right
I told you,
there.
my best friend I grew up with, he married a Jamaican. They got a place down there. I've been invited down
Why don't you go to Jamaica?
because I want to go to Asia. I mean, I'll eventually I will go down and visit, maybe for a weekend or something.
Yeah, I'm with
But-
you. I'll go to Thailand.
But I'm going to Thailand, man. Shit, I can't tell you. I'm talking to people over there, man. They're telling me great things. Now they might be bullshit.
I just don't want to be walking around looking over people.
What do you
I
mean?
enjoy living in a world where people are mostly taller than me.
Oh, I don't give a
What
fuck.
difference does it make?
I just
Listen.
don't, you stand out when you're tall.
No, you got it all mixed up. There are
Stand out when
tons.
you're white and fucking
Listen to
Detroit.
me.
I don't care.
There are tons of Germans, Australians, Americans, Canadians over
I know,
there.
it's like
Tons
everywhere
of
else in
them.
the
Ton
world.
of Australia.
Tons of them.
Yeah.
They said Thailand
Europeans.
has taken over from Amsterdam. That's what they say.
Yeah,
It's
no
closer. And Amsterdam's pretty restricted.
That's what they were saying. It's become more restricted the last few years, they claim. That's what this article
There's a
said.
conservative movement that's had a stranglehold on.
Yeah, it's just like the movement over here.
Yeah.
It's the
They
movement in
sell
England.
Cali weed over there. That's all they fucking tourists are buying is Cali weed in Amsterdam. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
I don't know.
It's
You know how
super
I am.
expensive too.
I
the-
find one place and I'm like, I'm going there.
Yeah,
the
the
whole time.
Dutch shit that me and you were smoking there, cheap as fuck still. The shit that they're buying is like 30, 50 and a gram and shit.
Damn.
Well, it's between 20 and 30. Yeah. 20 and 30 a gram.
Ooh.
And they got joints they saw over
It's
there.
cheaper than
like-
that. It's cheaper than that in Thailand. The
yeah.
guy said you can drive down the road and be guys on the side of the road selling plants and joints and
Yeah,
shit.
out of his van and shit.
When I envision people, like when I envision cigarette packs of joints, it was more of a. It was small. It wasn't like it wasn't Marlboro was gonna make these joint packs, but that's what we're gonna get to.
Bro, my aunt just showed me a pack she got. It's 28 joints for $13.
28 for 28 on a sign on the way down the river.
13 for 28. Pre-rolls.
Oh God!
I smelled it. It smelled like straight fucking leaf, like shake.
It is.
It is what it is. I didn't think they make profit
This
off
shit
it.
is better than that.
I was like, damn.
You're probably right. You're
I am
probably right.
For $13, she's like, I don't give a fuck. It was $13.
Hey,
I straight up told
but
her,
I-
like, this shit smells terrible.
I went to that Jars place and I told the guy, I said, I want your best shit. I said, I don't care what it costs. I want an eighth of your best shit.
Yeah, you did that. We did a show over here the other day.
I went back by myself one day. I was just sitting around the house. It's right around the corner from me. I mean, you know, I could spit to it. So I said, fuck it. Let me go see if they really got anything new. Went back around there. I think it cost me $18. And they gave me a pre-roll and a pack of papers. And I got
$2 for how much?
And they,
an eight. So when I
What
got
tax?
I think it was $2 tax or something. When I got home, I rolled that shit up and threw the rest of it away.
Say it was
threw
horrible.
it in the garbage.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
It went down the toilet.
Hold on a second. The reality is, though, that if I could take my weed to a dispensary, I could get a dispensary to buy the 8 ounces I want to sell a month for a fair price, and they would sell it for $75 a
They wouldn't even sell it. They smoked themselves at that point.
probably, but they still could sell it for 75 and 8 because it's so exclusive. There's only 8 ounces a
They
month.
could try, but ain't no one gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, they are. They're already selling it for 50. I'm telling you, you're
These
gonna get
motherfuckers
diehard.
are buying $13
Hold on.
ounces, my guy.
If I'm rich,
Pre-rolled.
Yeah, but again, those aren't the people I'm aiming for. I'm aiming
Right.
for people like me who have money. Because if
Right.
I'm a millionaire, I go
And
into a
people want to
dispensary.
smoke premium bud.
You know what
Yeah.
needs to happen is there needs to be a specific dispensary that is always known for good shit and charges the extra
It's
price
just
for
not
it.
profitable.
That's
Huh?
all they
It's just
carry.
not profitable.
It is for them. If I sell them 8 ounce, again, it's one of those things where it's like beer or like the breweries that only have
But wait a
shit that
minute.
comes out once a year.
But wait a minute.
It's the same concept.
Right. That's the point. You're selling an exclusive blend.
Yes, exclusive
It's
things that you
it's
cannot
not
get
the
anywhere
everyday-
else.
It's like the people that would go to the dispensary to get that already know how to get it without going to a dispensary.
Yeah, there you go.
And so there's no reason to go to a dispensary and pay tax.
Not
on it.
necessarily.
No, that's my point, though.
Not necessarily.
There are
There's
people
still
going to the dispensary that are looking for it.
Believe
They
me.
just don't have access.
Like kids,
Believe me. Hold
This
it.
right here.
kids that don't know people who grow weed.
The black market is still going.
That's what he's talking about. But what I'm talking about,
People can go to houses on streets. And
That's
get
what I'm
shit.
saying. And
there
they all
wouldn't
know
be
somebody
as
who
much
would
of
do
a black
weed.
market if there wasn't a need for it. There's a need for it. I don't have the ability to go to Skyman or go to whatever the stupid dispensary is over there and say, "Hey, dude, look at what I got. I got this. This is gonna be yours." And again, 75 is a little outrageous. $60 an eighth. But I'm still selling it to them for what I want to sell it for. They're selling it for $500 a fucking ounce. You know what I'm
I
saying?
bet they just try to just tell you, no, you only pay 120 an ounce.
No,
Tops.
and I get that.
They'll fucking tell you that. For
There's
your
going to,
shit.
but there are places that won't. There are places that are going to want to get people. Yeah, I
Because
think.
the market's crashed so much. Everything's so fucking low for a reason.
Yeah, because there's no fuck. The only choice you
There's
have
good shit
is
in
McDonald's or what? Burger King.
No, what it is, everybody isn't a connoisseur.
No.
Everybody
Hold
don't
on.
want to get that high. They want to buzz, but they
They
don't want
don't
to be
even care what it
that
tastes
high.
like.
Hold on.
Don't care.
Apparently,
No.
because these fuckers are still in business.
They're still in business because there's no other fucking choice.
Dude,
No, there's a lot of
What other
choices.
choice you have? You have the choice to go to one dispensary which has the same shit
I'm telling-
that dispensary right there has. That
that's
dispensary.
still black market. Dude.
Everyone knows
no,
someone who grows.
No.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows someone that grows weed that's actually serviceable. That's not true.
I'm pretty
There are a
sure
ton of people that don't
since
know people.
every human in this fucking state that's over 21 can grow legally.
Yeah, again, that
I'm
doesn't
pretty
mean
sure
anything.
everyone knows someone.
Yeah, you're probably right.
If
I
they
don't
don't know
think so.
someone, it's them doing
Unless
it.
there's some super conservative religious Jesus freak.
I was thinking the kids that just became
Okay.
legal and they didn't know anyone in high school that grew weed, they might not know anyone.
Even, again, when it became legal... Okay, hold on. Before we get into this argument, the Cunningham, thoughts?
That's what we're smoking?
Yes.
Great, man.
Yeah.
What's it taste like?
It's okay, I'm tasting it right now.
Earthy and gassy.
Earthy and gassy?
It's definitely earthy.
It kind of reminds me of the sorbet.
Very earthy, in
It
fact.
tastes like that.
Does it taste like that to you?
Just not as much lime.
So,
It's got that.
Does
It has those. It has
bump.
those notes.
Got that
It does
bump,
have those-
man.
well, it's got the gas to it. The gas is there. It's more of a...
No, I like it.
I do
like it.
too. That's why I think I'm going to keep it.
I would keep it
Fuego.
It's a
up.
keeper, bro.
Yeah.
Fuego, this, and Deadhead, my keepers. Alright, so back to my point. My point is that
They ain't paying your prices, bro.
Before I
They give
started
you
growing weed-
120. You want to
before-
sell your shit
hold
to
on.
a dispensary for 120? Go for it.
before I met Otis,
They'll fucking charge whatever they want. They ain't gonna give you the profit.
then they're not going to sell it. Again,
They'll sell it for 75 an eighth.
If
like
I
you're
could-
saying,
but
'cause,
the
dude,
difference
shit
is if
fire.
I'm if
but
I-
they're only gonna give you 120.
but you're not understanding. They have a spot where they can sell it. And if they don't want to sell my shit, I go next door and sell it. Because
It's
if
the
I
same
can sell
thing.
it to them, no, if I can sell it to
120,
them,
bro. That's all we're giving you.
Ooh.
Whoever fucking price they pay, I don't know, but it's gonna be low as fuck.
again, no. I'm pretty positive if you have, it's like a bottle of wine. If you're a wine producer who produces a very specific wine
And they're gonna say they want
that no
fucking
one else
6
has,
pounds of it or
you
something.
go to these places and you sell it to them at a very high price.
Well, why haven't we ran into the high price stuff you talk about at dispensary?
Because
We've
you
been-
can't sell it to them unless you have a fucking corporation. And the corporations can't sell the weed
Dude.
unless it makes a bunch of money.
The corporations do grow good weed though.
Where?
The one out fucking west, bro. I forget the name, but
Wait.
they grow great weed. They always win the competitions, and they have huge fucking labs. And their shit is always on fire on the fucking.
Okay, and I guarantee you go to dispensaries, it's gone because the people who know tell the people when they're at the shop. Like, again, if I'm
Yeah, they're
rich,
swooping it
if
up,
I'm
of
rich
course.
and I walk and I have to buy from a dispensary, I'm going to find my dispensary. I'm going to say, when I get something I like, I'm going to go to them and say, hey, dude, whatever that was, every fucking time you get it, you better call me. You better put it aside because I'm going to tip you like a motherfucker.
That's fine, but they're still only paying you $120. That's the whole problem on your end.
That's not because they don't have to. Because they don't. There's no fucking.
They just set the price. That's
No.
what they did with the place I was working at. We were selling them fucking 20 pounds a fucking month.
Again, because there's
And
no competition.
All of a sudden, they're like, oh, well, the competition around our dispensaries is so much that we have to lower our prices, so we're not going to pay you as much anymore.
There was
That's
no
exactly
They
what
all
happened.
fucking owned the same. It was
That's
a bunch
what
of the
happened.
same people owning the same shit.
Okay,
man.
so Detroit is
They were
basically
sending
owned
their
by
shit out
about.
to Ann Arbor, too. Not just around here.
My
So we
point
had,
is-
like a lot of
Detroit's
markets.
what?
But most of the
What?
companies that are here are big companies
My
that came from other
girlfriend
states.
works in
It
this
doesn't
industry.
matter all
She's the
about
director
that.
of marketing
What are
for
they
like
gonna
one of the
give you
mega
for
three
your
gummy
nothing?
companies.
Again,
What, cannabis company?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah. So she
Bro, they're only getting like 90 an ounce.
she knows all the guys buying and
yes,
stuff that
because
they're
it's
talking
not
about. I'm
fucking
just-
rare.
It was good shit.
There's
No,
a whole
what
there's
do
a
you-
whole market.
What
for
do you
it,
think?
like-
What do you think? The yellow bird or whatever the fuck.
It doesn't even matter if it's
what is-
good.
What is that stupid?
Who's he pointing to?
Sutter Home. Sutter Home wine. Do you think they get $100 an ounce? No, they get fucking
That's
$20 an ounce for their shit.
way bigger
but
market.
but that's because the market itself right now isn't open, so you don't have ability to actually shop around. I can't literally go anywhere else. I can't go to these places and say, hey, here's my product. And I can't take it to another place and say, here's my
Even
product.
if you had your fucking license, what I'm telling you, they give you 80 an ounce and shit.
Weed.
Dude,
Bingo.
It does not produce enough weed
We were
for you to
going
profit
a bunch
off
of
the $1 million
low-ass
and a half dollars you have to put down to open the fucking place. So you have to grow blueberry. You know what blueberry is? It's good, but it's not deadhead.
it's good, maybe.
It's good maybe, but it's not deadhead. And you can't grow shit like yours in the dispensary because it doesn't produce in the same way, and you know that. That's why you sell your shit
My shit's
to
ready
personal.
and produces a
That's
lot.
why-
So you're
But you-
growing film.
Hold on a second. You sell your shit to personal growers because they usually grow in small places. They're not growing for production. Your shit isn't made for production because you actually have a variety of shit that comes out of your seeds. I've seen it.
Yeah,
It's
so
good
many
stuff.
strains, bro.
Yeah, it's
So
good.
There's a lot of phenotypes. Like, so
That's my
they're all
point.
ones. I mean, what the fuck?
That's my point. They're not looking for that kind of variety. They're
Most
looking for
are
shit that's
fucking
just
crazy though.
big.
You ever look at my fucking my group?
Yeah.
Dude, there's monster yields.
I
People
didn't
are
say there's
pulling,
not
like,
monster
3
yields.
pounds off one plant. And shit.
One plant is
Indoors.
irrelevant. Can you duplicate it? Can you take it to scale? Can you do it 5 times? Will it clone again?
I don't have the ambition to do all that.
No, that's my point. My point is that one plant that got 5 pounds, was he able to get a clone? And if he was able to get a clone, did the clone do the
They're
same
still
thing?
gonna give you what 110 an ounce then instead of 80.
No, you're not
Come on,
getting
they're,
it.
they
they're gonna
won't.
fuck
They
you.
won't
They
because
won't.
they
It
won't
doesn't
be
matter.
getting my weed. My point is if you offer me 110, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to
That's
go to
what
a
every
different. And
dispensary
if
would
no
do.
one does it, then you know what I do? I sell it to my people and I move on.
Black market.
No, not if you're commercial.
No, I'm not commercial. That's my point.
Well, I
I'm-
know, but we're talking about hypothetically. We can't even do that shit. You can't even walk to the dispensary.
Which
and
is
do
my
that.
problem. We should be able to, because again, if we were able to take the shit from a basement, because again, if I was growing greens, if I was
You
growing
also have to have it
spinach,
tested
Look,
and all
hold
that,
on, if
but-
I was able to grow spinach in this, if I was growing spinach in this basement right now, I could literally sell it all to every fucking restaurant I wanted
Yeah,
to
to
without
chefs.
any concern.
Look,
What?
a lot of this business is owned by conservative motherfuckers. Some of them don't even get fucking high. And they're controlling this shit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Because
they
supply
are
and
controlling
demand,
this
dude.
shit.
There's so much supply and there's not a lot of demand.
because
The
they
supply is so
flooded the
fucking
market on
big.
purpose.
Every state happens like that. when
Michigan's
they legalize.
cannabis market is like a bunch of Republicans.
Yeah.
It is absolutely a bunch of
It is a
Republicans.
bunch of rich
the number
people
one,
from
the number
another
one
state.
grow shop in Oakland County is.
Who gives a fuck if they're Republican? What's that
Is
matter?
it?
Because
Because
they
what
don't
it matters
smoke weed.
is they're just saying
That's
there's
just-
They're
basically
gonna keep the money.
Yes.
there's
They're
a
gonna
glass
spread
ceiling.
the money
They
out.
don't give a fuck
like
about
they're
the-
supposed to.
They're
actual
not in
land.
this because okay, here's how it works, right? I'm the rich white guy that has got all the weed, right? So all that matters to me is I'm making more money, and all that matters to me is I'm satisfying me. So I need the good weed, I go to you. I don't have to go to the dispensaries or the mega shops or anything to get my
Exactly.
weed. I can get my
You can
weed.
black market.
Everything else, I just need to find that glass ceiling where my profits are pure profits, and that's what like 110 an ounce for the real good shit. Not even. maybe 90, right? But everybody else, if you won't sell it to me for 80, somebody
You
else
buy it
will.
from somebody else.
And my consumer doesn't give
Or
a
he'll,
shit.
They're just selling
he'll
the
keep
shit.
selling the bullshit he been selling.
Right.
Yeah, and my consumer, it doesn't matter
That's
to
what
me.
it is. That's got to be what's going on.
That is
I
exactly
know
what's
it's
going
many
on.
dispensaries,
I'm not
and
disagreeing
the best
with
shit
that.
is always bullshit.
And the reason that is because you can't actually have the best shit at the stores.
No, they
This is
smoke
where
it
my
themselves.
this is
Why
where
would
my
they put it
partner
on their
Chrissy
shelf?
is struggling. Like the market right now in
Because you can
Michigan
sell
is
it.
If I
coming
owned a
down
fucking
for the
shop, I'm
gummies.
smoking
They're
that. I
usually the
don't give a
number
fuck
2
about
brand
money.
in Michigan.
Let me tell you something. They would scare away more customers than they'd keep if they had super get high weed. People would be wrecking cars.
They'd freak them
The
out.
average motherfucker can't handle that shit.
No.
Believe me, I've seen enough of it in my lifetime.
They
The average
want
motherfucker,
that bullshit.
they get, no, that's just it's too strong. Either they gonna go to sleep or they gonna freak out.
That's how the fucking locals
Dude, if you
do it
want
in
good
Amsterdam.
weed from a dispensary, you walk in, you ask for the owner, and then you have like $500, and you decide, I'd really like to just be able to get good weed from you. And then you just get the number, and then you go in, and you can
They
pay.
call you.
They will get this guy's weed.
Yeah, there's people
That's
that...
how you get it. You just have to go in there and give them a tip, and showcase that that's kind of where you're at.
Yeah.
Because
That's a risk. I wouldn't even trust that shit. Like,
No.
they're just gonna
No,
do
it's
bullshit.
gonna be call my buddy Steve.
No, but
Have
see,
fun.
But see, you can't deal in organized crime now.
That's where the problem is.
That's
You
what they
gotta-
do.
Yeah, you're on the outskirts of it, but you could get sucked there.
No, dude, I gave
seen
you.
it.
I sold you a $5 joint. You just gave me a $495 tip, because that's where it went.
Yeah.
Yo, they're not allowed to use the banking system and shit.
No,
so
not yet.
they should be allowed to do some backdoor shit like
No,
that.
you better have your really good safe, real big, heavy motherfucking
Fuck the
safe.
government, fuck the rules, do what's fucking right.
Well, what should right is we should be able to go to a farmer's market and just prop up.
Even
my
before,
freezer.
even before this shit was legal, in Sherwood Forest there was this old guy. He lived in
Sherwood Forest.
Yeah, he lived in Sherwood
I live right
Forest
next to it.
back then, and I met him
In
through.
Detroit?
Yeah,
Oh, never mind.
you know, it's right there, Sherwood Forest and Palmer Wood.
Totally.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
He wasn't thinking that.
oh, okay. So, but he was an older dude, man. But this guy could
What are you
get
doing up there, man?
any and every type of drug you wanted, and any quantity you wanted. It was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was.
He was
I
the
go
farmer
I go to his house, and it would be bricks of cocaine piled up on the table. I'm not exaggerating. Bricks, you know, $600,000 worth of cocaine sitting on the table.
Shoes smells so good. What you mean?
Thing was done professionally. That shit was closed up. You know, when you went to see what it was, he had something to show you, but he wouldn't open those bags.
Those are
Then-
dead bodies, bro.
Then one time, one time he had to go down to Florida. And he said, "Yeah, I got 10 pounds left." He threw it to me. He said, "Just have my money when I come back in 2 weeks." He threw me 10 pounds, man. Yeah.
See ya. It's a lot of weed.
Yeah. That is a lot of weed.
It's
That
a
was
lot of
good,
weed.
and it was good too. You know, it was good.
Yeah, I didn't have connections back when I was young.
You didn't even smoke.
Yeah, dude. When I was young.
Oh, real quick.
I had
High school?
I had a
Not high
connection.
school, just after high school.
I had a connection 3 weeks. Well, after I found out about Bud, I was down there at Wayne State University.
Yeah, that's
And these guys were
hippies,
smoking
bro.
under the bleachers, right? And I went down there, and I said, "Man, where you guys get that shit from?" "Oh man, we can't tell you." And it was a little smoking, but they let me hit it a couple of times. We started talking. Then Tony said, "Okay, man, you go over here on Princess and Second, and it's apartment 2, and ask for Fred."
Second
So
half.
that's what I did. And Fred answered the door, man, and he looked at me and said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Yeah, man. Come on."
Yeah, man, I've never met you in my
So
life.
I went and I bought like $15 worth. 2 hours later, I came back.
That's a
and
lot
bought-
of weed back there.
Wait a
isn't
minute, 15 minutes.
That's lit.
About 2 hours later, I came back and bought another $15 worth. Then about 2 hours later, he said, "Wait a minute, you're coming to my house too much." I said, "What am I supposed to do?" He
Buy
said,
it all
"Okay,
once."
this is what we're gonna do." He went and got an ounce of weed and showed me how to break it down into quarters and eighths. Honest to God, he showed me how to do this shit. He said, "I'm going to give you 2 ounces. Bring my money back to me." And I went home and did exactly how you told me to break it down.
How did you get away with the smell? You were living at home, right? At your
No.
parents' house?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. When I was 17, I had my own apartment down the Wayne State University. Me and a partner of mine.
First time I got high was at Wayne State.
We had a commune down there on
Oh.
Avery and Brooklyn. It was one of these Victorian houses. And I think it had like about 8 bedrooms. You know, so it was like 13 people that lived there.
Did you have your own bed? Or did you have
Well,
to
me and my
share
partner, we had our own room on the first floor. When you come in, I was right there with a big old bay window. And we had the music, because he was the kind of guy that always had record players and, you know, so.
You understand how lucky you are to have made it do all that?
Oh, yeah.
Selling weed?
Yeah.
Like, I
had a couple of close calls, but nothing.
I didn't do it very often. I only did, like, we used to get a Q, like, we smoked, or we would get a QP, we'd smoke half of it and sell half of it.
Yeah.
Just to kind of pay off the debt or whatever.
Right, right.
It was not very, we weren't good at it. We were kind of idiots.
But back in Holly or something?
Yeah, back in Holly. And it was Ricos. So, one day, we get a QP from the guy, and then we go to pay him, and he's like, we're done. We gotta stop. We're like, okay, why? Well, his guy, which is, because there's 2 kids I knew from high school, and one of the kids' dad was a big drug dealer, and basically they had got popped by the cops. They stopped, they had got some fucking Mexican guys that had just dropped off like 3 or 4 pounds of coke and a couple pounds of weed, and by the time they busted them 2 days later, it was like a pound of coke left and a half pound of weed.
They sold a bunch of it real quick.
Oh yeah, like it was gone. They were moving shit.
Yeah.
And they basically, the dad took the heat because it was his 3rd strike, so he took it all. I mean, I think the kids still lost everything, like all the accounts and everything, but all the money.
Yeah.
But he didn't go to jail. But we stopped because of that, and luckily, the dude got caught because I had these 2 cops that I knew. Because he used to, me and this dude that I worked with would just hang out at the gas station because it's Holly. There's nothing to fucking do. I didn't like drinking very much. Couldn't afford drinking.
Nothing
That's
to
another
do.
thing too. Drinking was
Hanging
Gas
out.
station.
just hanging out at the gas station with, like, there's usually a cute girl. that
Everybody's
walks
got to
in.
get gas.
Well, there's
See
always
the whole town come through this bitch.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the busiest gas station, so we'd smoke cigarettes and shit with whoever was working, and the cops. Obviously, I became friends with them. To these 2 cops who always work nights, and the one cop came to me at one point and was like, "Whatever the fuck you guys are doing in that house, you should probably stop." He goes, "You're starting to get on people's radar." Yeah, he's like, "So whatever you're doing, not gonna."
Well, he was cool to give you a warning.
Yeah, he also pulled over one of my friends after because I used to be able to buy beer at 18. Like, I knew, like, somehow I got one of the stores to sell me alcohol, so I was able to buy beer at 18, and I would buy beer for friends. So buy beer, gave it to him. I had the cop pull him over with the beer in the can.
Fuck you.
And the cop goes, "You know why I pulled you over?" And as I'm driving by, I'm like, I don't think I mooned him. I think I was flicking him off. I might have mooned him. No.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we were pretty retarded like that at times. We were very immature.
Up north kids, bro.
Yeah, very immature.
Let's just flip off a cop. That won't.
Not the
work.
cop, my friends.
No.
I was flipping off my friends.
Yeah. And he saw it.
And he goes, "That asshole, that's why. Get back to the house and don't leave." Because he knew we were drinking and shit. He just didn't care.
Yeah.
As long as we stayed the fuck home.
You didn't want to do the paperwork.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah. So
I got a pretty easy job as it is. I want these knuckleheads fucking it up.
Right.
Yeah.
well, there's 2 of them. One of them left for a while. He left for like 6 months to a year. Because he went down. Another reason I knew these cops is because the cops were friendly with the dudes at the Holly, like the manager at the Holly Hotel. And I was like kind of friends with him. So he kind of introduced us. And that's why they kind of didn't give a fuck about the drinking. Or me buying alcohol from the store is because I worked at the hotel. And I kind of looked a little older, I guess you would say. Because I definitely could have drank at the fucking couple of the bars there if it wasn't for, like, me being honest.
Yeah.
You know, I
You could.
fucking ratted myself out a couple times. But the one dude went to South Carolina. He said he went to Charleston for more money. He lasted like 6 months and he had to come back because he just could not deal with, like, he felt like his life was on the line every night he was out. Because where? In Charleston. Like, there's some parts of Charleston that are like southern.
Is that Virginia?
No, it's South Carolina.
Yeah, it's one of the Carolinas.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Super dangerous?
No, not all of it.
He's
Most
from
of it's
Holly,
pretty
he
normal.
never grew up in Detroit.
No, this dude's not from Holly. He just happened to be a cop in Holly.
No,
He didn't grow up in Holly. But it was, he's like, it was, no, I mean, that's why, but being a cop in Holly is definitely easier.
He didn't want to work that hard.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
Yeah, he didn't want to actually be
He
a
said,
cop.
shit, these motherfuckers are working the shit out of me.
Probably
I
smoking
might have to
himself.
I might have to pull my gun out. I'm going back to Holly.
Yeah. Or I can just pull over drunk kids. And
Yeah, I gotta deal with the bullshit.
Yeah. He came back.
But there's some, in the Carolinas, there's some crazy motherfuckers live out there, man. In the Carolinas.
It's the east side, man. Why is the east side way more fucking just everywhere? Like, even here in Michigan, you go to the east side, you go over there, and they drive fucking crazier. It's like way more ghetto in most areas.
They drive crazy all over this motherfucker.
It's fucking.
I'll be out in Farmington Hills and they're driving crazy. I'll be in Warren and they're driving. They drive crazy.
Hold on a second.
Michigan drivers are crazy,
No,
fast drivers.
No, you're just old.
No.
So most people are driving.
You do
crazy.
drive pretty slow, Rudy.
No,
Yeah,
let me tell you something,
I've been
man.
following you
Right now,
right
right now, we can get in my car and we can get on 96,
Uh-huh.
and they'll be going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's the average speed on 96.
It is not.
96.
It is. Don't tell me that.
I've been on a bitch. It's 80.
Dude, I'll be doing
say it's
75.
90.
I'll be
He said
doing.
100, bro.
I'll say 90 just to bring us all
He said
together here.
100.
Look, I'll be doing 75 and they go by me like that. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. That's why I don't even take that freeway anymore. They're insane on that motherfucker.
You're insane.
I just think B-side's worse. Go drive in Grosse Pointe, bro.
Dude, this would have been 2009 because I was in college and I didn't know Detroit very well, and I went to Wayne State and I was driving around the east side with Eric. I was riding shotgun and these guys pulled up next to us. They're like, "Why are you two white people here?" And it wasn't like a, "Hey!" They were like directly.
Were they undercover cops or something?
No, they're just two black guys from the east side, and I just immediately
like-
Hold
recognized.
on.
You know why?
Hold on. Keep in mind, this is 2000.
2009.
You know why?
The east side.
No, it would have been
No.
2008.
Yeah.
You know why? They wouldn't know if you wanted to buy dope.
Oh,
I
really?
was thinking.
Yeah.
See, I'm so
They-
ignorant,
they-
I don't know.
They looked at you guys and said, "Oh, these a couple of yokels."
They're looking for
Let's
some.
go.
They're looking for some cocaine
Or
or.
some hookers.
Yeah. more drugs. They looking for some meth. They looking for
Well, not meth. Is meth around here?
Dude, they sell it all, man.
Probably.
Real dope men sell all of
But
it.
since then, Detroit has a lot of the areas are not as bad as they were.
Oh no, Detroit's improving.
Oh, no, it's a
In
completely
fact-
different ballgame.
Yeah.
In fact, some was it British publication? Some European travel publication that's really big in Europe recommended Detroit to European travelers.
There is not that much to do down there.
I got some sweet museums. The fucking Riverwalk.
There's a bunch of shit to
I
do.
guess.
Yeah, there's a bunch
I mean,
of shit.
Detroit would be a cool 2 days
Casinos?
trip.
Detroit's Riverwalk
The
was.
casinos.
But once you're outside of the,
They said Detroit Riverwalk was the #1 riverwalk.
I know. But once you're outside of that and you're in the fucking outer drive area, it is nothing. And then you get into the fucking suburbs, and what
It
is
don't
it?
matter to
It's
You see what they're doing with the
bullshit
GM
America.
towers, though?
Huh?
They're pulling down some of the GM towers.
They're gonna turn into a
Smaller ones?
residential. And
Condos.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Riverfront.
It's gonna be 3 of them standing. The tall one and 2 of the smaller ones.
It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, fuck them old buildings anyway.
Now what they need to do is
Exactly.
they need to put a motherfucking Ferris wheel downtown Detroit.
On top of a
right
building.
on the fucking river.
Oh, on the river.
Dude!
That'd be killing it.
I'm talking about the Ferris wheels that are enclosed.
The mega
The big
ones.
one.
Nice one.
Like the
yeah.
Paris style, or
Like
the
London.
London.
Yeah. Boy, that motherfucker draw a lot of people.
This is Canada.
Right.
They would draw a lot of people.
Just to our south
If
is
you're looking
Canada.
for a quick vacation from just America in general,
Have you ever been to St. Louis?
If you hurt yourself, go
Have
to
you-
a
oh,
Canada.
I know the arch.
The
but-
arch?
Yeah.
You know, you have no concept how big that motherfucker is until you
pretty big.
stand there. It is awesome. In fact, it's scary. You want to house this shit
It's
standing.
Yeah, it's
It
skinny.
is. I remember I was driving, and my girlfriend said, "What is that?" When the sun hits it, it lights up. I said, I don't know what that is. We were driving.
No.
We came on that corner, and you saw those big ass arches. You're like, what the fuck? And they clean that shit.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
What is that?
Fuego.
It's like fucking aluminum or something.
Is this
Man,
yours
it's
or hers?
hard.
Mine.
Yeah, some kind of metal.
They gotta keep that shit.
Oh,
Some
that
kind of metal.
burns
Harsh
after.
and
It's
shit.
harsh. This one's a little harsh.
But now, that's a rough city. St. Louis?
Yeah.
St. Louis is a rough city.
Yeah.
You don't have police cars. They have paddy wagons, little trucks. Yeah. Little
Damn.
jail. They drive around with a little jail in the back. They throw your ass in there.
Think about, do you ever drive by the buildings, like the industrial buildings, and think about how many jobs used to be here?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like the parking lots, you go,
I think
those
why don't
parking
they
lots
knock
were
them bitches
fucking
down?
full. Full. Like, full to the point where they had to have a parking lot across the street full.
Okay.
And now they're empty.
What point are you making?
Just, what the fuck do they think people are going to do? What's going to happen when you basically take all the jobs that normal people can do that don't require you to either one of two things, be super educated like Bruce or super smart like me and you and him. I don't want to say super smart.
Well, we
Yeah,
have
this has
trades
some
and
super
shit,
smart.
man.
Smart.
We just know
I don't think I
trades.
fall
Yeah.
under that
We
particular
can try
category.
I said you're super.
Maybe semi-super
Being
smart.
super educated usually means you're smart. So, but there's the jobs that like, because again, there used to be a lot of jobs you could go get. You could just go work there for like a year or two, and then take the savings you had and either invest into something you want to do yourself, or
Well,
move.
there's
or do
jobs like
something-
that.
Not
Yeah, you can go back to restoration.
Let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you what's happening in Michigan, Detroit. They're changing over from a automotive city to a tech.
But you're not understanding that you're not fathoming what I'm talking about. Drive around and look at the fucking buildings. Go down fucking 10 Mile right there and look at all them buildings. They all had at least 20 or 30 fucking employees. Some of them had even more.
But that's the point I'm making.
Now they're all empty or they don't have anything and they have no use either. Like, what are they going to become?
But shit has changed, like I'm saying.
I understand that, but it's
Yo,
not
but
changing.
when
It's
shit changes-
never going to go back to that. That's the
No,
point.
it's not. And
So
it's
what are we
not.
going to do? What's going to happen? Are we just
Are
going to
you-
leave a bunch of people and let them fucking starve to death?
No.
That's what it feels
Water,
like.
water always seeks its level.
Yeah, and usually that ends in revolution where a bunch of fucking people die for no reason.
Maybe.
And it's usually the wrong side that wins. It's not
Maybe.
usually the
Nah,
right
these
side that wins.
motherfuckers all moved south when a lot of those.
Let me
plants
tell you
closed
something,
and
man.
shit. They were talking
Let me
about
tell you
last
something.
one in Michigan turned the light off and shit because everybody was leaving, going down south.
But to do what? There's no jobs in the south either. That's why everyone came up here.
They're
What
not
the fuck
doing
they
none of
did
the
down
work.
there?
They're going down there to retire.
No,
And
they were
sell
going
dope.
down there to work and shit too.
That's not feasible for everyone. It's not feasible for most people.
It's feasible for a lot of people down there, dude.
No, because there's not.
There's all kind of shit. There's all kind of man. Florida. My daughter lives in
Florida's
Florida.
wild.
There's all kind of shit going on in Florida.
Florida's fucking
all
so-
the time.
Florida's one of those places that's, you know what it
Every
is?
kind of gangster, every kind of prostitute have headed down to Florida.
I think
Wild.
they've let Florida become a social experiment. They're like, let's see what happens when the
Las Vegas and Florida.
wackos run the shit.
Las Vegas and not all of Florida, but a lot of Florida, it's just gangster shit. That's all it is. It's just mobster shit. But they're more sophisticated nowadays, you know? They don't kill people like that, like they used to do. They have other ways of dealing with people now.
You put them in jail, you make money off them.
Yeah, thanks so much.
But I'm talking about their peers.
Yeah, put them in jail, make money off them.
That's jail is it's not necessarily a bad thing for some people.
No, but it's not a good thing. I was asked this question today. Do you think America is a meritocracy?
Look at that. Meritocracy?
Define a meritocracy. Define it.
Yeah,
Can you
what the fuck
define
does
a
that
meritocracy?
mean?
What is a meritocracy?
You define it for me so I don't make a mistake.
Meritocracy is a social system in which advancement within a system is
It's a social society based on merit.
intelligence, credentials.
Well, it already is.
Meritocracy is a social system in which advancement within a system is based on merit such as performance, intelligence, credentials, and
It
education.
already
You
is.
think we live right now in this country in a meritocracy?
Yes.
So you
yes.
think the
some
smartest and the
cases,
best
most
people
cases.
are running the shit?
No, I didn't say that.
That's not what that means.
Didn't say smartest.
No.
No.
But the
Again,
most, the cunning, the
a
most
true
cunning.
a true
the most
meritocracy would be the people with most merit, the people who actually have the most value in the position that they should be in. That's what a true meritocracy is.
You're talking about
So in other words,
government, or are you talking about
I'm talking about
employment?
all
What
of
you
it.
talking about?
I'm look at, for example, the president. The guy's about to be president for a second time. Yet he's the most unqualified human on the fucking planet.
It's gonna be fun.
So it's a
He was
meritocracy.
already president once,
Somehow,
nothing bad
the
happened.
dude who rules the whole thing is like the dumbest fucking person on the
He's making
planet.
some
It-
big
it-
impacts early
It
on.
ain't over yet.
What are you talking? You know what is going to happen in my head? I heard the other. I'm listening to this thing
I'm
talk
gonna tell
about
you what's gonna
Ukraine.
happen.
They're going to go on.
Come,
They're going to put
bro.
boots on the ground in Ukraine. Biden's going to declare emergency or whatever the fuck it is, wartime, and he's not going to give up power.
That ain't
Biden?
gonna
You're
happen.
crazy. You said
That
that
shit
about Trump.
ain't. That shit is so far.
Biden's so over
Why are
right
we
now.
even
Biden
talking
is
about it?
literally on his way out. Like,
That shit is so far fetched. Why are we even talking about
I
it?
know,
That's the crazy
but
shit.
that might happen in 2 years.
But that's what some of these people believe. That,
Or
shit, that
you're
crazy
doing-
shit.
No, 2 years. He
That
starts
crazy,
it in 2 years. That way he doesn't have to.
What?
I don't see him living
Trump
anymore.
starts it in
I don't see him
Yeah.
living any more than 2 more years.
Who? Trump?
Yeah, he's gonna
Get the
die.
fuck
Oh,
out.
he's
How old is
definitely.
he?
Yeah,
He's
gonna-
proof karma doesn't
die.
exist.
You know, he's dragging his left leg around. You know that, right?
What?
Trump is dragging when he walks.
The dude hasn't said a coherent sentence in
He's
fucking 4
but
months.
what I'm
I'm
saying
not worried
is
about
shoot
how
him
he's
up with
walking.
some drugs.
But what I'm saying is that is a sign.
He tried picking Matt Gaetz as attorney general.
Leg ain't gonna take him out, bro.
Yeah, Matt Gaetz. Yeah.
What a sexy man.
That was sexy
Oh my
man
God.
with a blowed up face and
Oh
shit.
my
Again, we're in a meritocracy. Elon Musk is the richest person in this country.
This is idiocracy. Remember that movie?
Yeah, it is.
This definitely is
Starting to
idiocracy.
go that way, it feels like. Do you think it'll flip back? Do you think it'll? Because again,
Of course it
people
will.
believe that Trump was the reason Trump had happened is because of Obama. It was like an extreme, the white sociopaths that don't want to give up power, really stuck their
Let's call it what it really is.
what?
They didn't like a black man being president of the United States.
So you think that's why they elected Trump?
Bottom line, that's got a lot to do with it. And Trump and Obama didn't like each other to begin with.
Well, obviously not. Who likes it? No one likes Trump. There's not a fucking person on this
But-
planet that's
but let
like,
me ask you a
I
question.
like that guy.
So
They only like him
So they
because they
lied
have
to
to.
us. So they lied to us. Everybody.
What do you mean?
Well, they told us nobody was above the law. Haven't they always said that? That no one.
Well, that we've
Oh, wait a minute.
They've been lying to us about
They-
that for years. We
But
knew
what the
that.
point I'm making is they said no one is above the law.
Yo, where's the Epstein list then?
That's the point.
There's
Trump is
apparently
all over.
a lot of
Trump
people
is all
above the
over
law.
that.
No, he's littered in it.
He's all over
He
that
is,
motherfucker.
like-
He is a
Yeah, he's-
regular attendee.
The thing
Him
about
and Diddy.
The thing about the Epstein list is most of the people that are on it didn't know that they're fucking younger age girls. I can almost put
Oh,
money on
my
it.
bad, bro.
I can almost put money on it. They thought they were fucking an 18-year-old.
Steve, do you want the rest of
And
this?
they were
Here we go.
promised an 18-year-old, and then they got video of it, and they're like, "Oh, this was a 17-year-old or a 15-year-old."
Maybe.
Now we can.
And
blackmail
Diddy's
the
like,
fucking-
yeah.
But Trump was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, dog.
"That suits me just fine."
No, but then the bitches went back after they knew that back.
Who?
All the Epstein people. After they knew they were fucking underage, bitches, they probably went back.
Like Ellen DeGeneres bailing
Not
out
all
his
of them.
Look at that.
Not all of them, no.
No.
What's his name? Damn.
Rumsfeld. No.
No. The
Jamie.
guy that
I don't think that dude's dick worked in the last
he
50
he
years.
fled to was it Thailand? No, Indonesia. He fled to Indonesia because he didn't want to get caught up because he was doing that Diddy shit.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck.
Jay-Z.
No.
What?
Jay-Z is all over that.
He is
shit, bro.
absolutely
He's all over that.
He is?
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
he all over. So he's
Him,
sucking some
Beyonce.
diddy dick?
Russell
Oh,
Simmons.
He used to fuck a
Russell
Simmons.
Alicia.
Russell Simmons.
Wasn't it Alicia?
Yeah.
Before she was that girl
When the-
died.
Girls started accusing him. He booked. He took his money and booked. And Maui.
Indonesia, you can't.
No, not Maui.
And then he found God.
Well, he's over there doing
He always-
meditation
Ayahuasca.
and yoga.
He
He has
ayahuasca,
a
bro.
he has a yoga thing over there.
He's like super Christian now, and he's playing that off.
So-
As soon as Diddy got big, he was like, "Ooh."
Oh, he's Christian.
So no, he's not Christian.
He's thumping that Bible.
He's playing more of the Buddhist type thing,
Oh,
the Buddhist type lifestyle.
I think whenever I think of super Christians is General Butt Naked.
Oh,
Like
wait.
he's like the perfect Christian to go. Yeah, this is why you guys are.
No, he wasn't Christian.
Yeah, General Butt Naked.
He
Yes, he was.
He
Yeah.
was?
Well, he wasn't when he was murdering fucking children and drinking their blood.
General Butt Naked.
He's an African
He,
warlord.
during the Civil War, he was
He's
a
an African
warlord
warlord.
Oh, back
that
then?
used to
Okay,
take kids and get them all hyped up on drugs.
I would
and
think
steal
I would
kids
remember
and
that
murder
name if
kids.
I ever
Well,
heard it.
they
They were
taking-
famous because
They were kidnapping kids and
right,
putting them in the army.
but they were
Oh,
famous because when
yeah.
they would raid a village, he would find a virgin, and drink the blood of a virgin, and usually virgins were
Drink
babies,
the blood.
and bathe in the blood of the virgin.
Where'd you hear about this?
He fucking talks about it on the show.
Who did?
General Butt Naked.
Oh, okay.
General Butt Naked on Vice. It's like a whole thing. You
Oh,
can look
okay.
it up on YouTube. But they interview him. He basically, he thought
General
it
Butt
gave
Naked.
him.
So he was butt naked when he went to battle?
Yes, because he believed because of the what he did, that the ceremony he did, he was
That's-
invincible.
That's
So
not
he was running-
unusual.
I know, but now
For
what's
Africa.
unusual is he's free walking around the fucking same place he just terrorized as a reborn Christian,
Yeah.
preaching the good Lord,
Amen.
and it's no time, no consequence for what he did.
Africans are very forgiving people. I'm
I
serious.
believe it.
Because they forgave apartheid. Yeah, they did. They had a whole thing, a tribunal thing, like where white slave owners and white, policemen will come in and confess what they did to the people there, and so the people would forgive them, and they did. That's why there was no race war.
Forget this shit.
That's why there
Oh,
was no
you
race
mean at
war.
the end when the apartheid went away?
Yeah, after a
They
year.
forgave people that were fucking over them, because that's the African way. It is.
It should be anybody's way. It's how
Right,
you
this
fix
is-
shit.
Yeah. Can't hold on to shit forever.
Yeah. But people need to have consequences. If you fucking did something wrong, you should deal with the consequences. I mean,
But that depends on what the consequences of.
right? Consequences. That's the problem too. Is the
Yes.
consequences are a little too.
Yeah, see, if they if there hadn't been forgiveness, it would still be bitter shit going on, So you try to get rid of the bitter shit as soon as possible. Bitter about what happened. If there ain't nothing you could do about it, what you gonna do? Kill a whole bunch of people again? So
Make shit worse. That's all you gonna do.
that's all you can do. So you give them.
Yeah, but that's why. Did you see Gladiator 2 yet?
No.
Are you going to?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Did you hear about him?
Did you hear about it?
This Washington?
What's your guy say?
No. He said he liked it.
Okay.
But I just heard that Denzel Washington drank $4,000 worth of wine a day. The wine was so expensive, like $2,000 a bottle, and he drank 2 bottles
Yeah, that ain't shit to him.
every motherfucking day, and he shot up dope.
Who?
Denzel.
He
Is
might,
it?
dude.
On
He might-
heroin?
he looked
No,
like
he told-
he looked like he was.
He told people. No, this was a while ago. He told people he went through that. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
it's just a time when he
Yeah.
was drinking that much wine.
Yeah, and shooting up dope and shit.
Yeah.
Younger, but he just was telling people what he'd been through in life, and his wife stuck with him. It's that kind of thing.
Let's
That's because of that movie.
What movie?
The movie you went to see. Gladiator.
What about it?
They were interviewing him
Oh,
when he said this
because
stuff.
of the movie. Yes.
Oh, is he in the movie?
Yes. It's got too much memberberry for me. Like it's good.
Memberberry?
Yeah, you know the member berries from South Park?
No. You can just break it down for me quick.
Basically, South Park is like all the stuff we see. Everything we see on TV, all the new movies are basically just member berries. It's
Oh,
shit.
yes. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what episode you're talking about.
Yeah. So, it was very much a member berry.
Just recapping the previous movie.
Great. Yes, but confusing it. You're like, the twist is not a twist, and it's kind of a dumb twist. But the action scenes are amazing. The dudes are fighting a guy on a fucking
what
rhino.
the other one. Yeah, that's
What did
what
Rotten Tomatoes give it?
I don't fucking know.
What is this, a Marvel movie or something?
No, it's Gladiator. Remember Gladiator,
yeah, the
Russell
old
Crowe?
school shit?
Gladiator
90s,
2. Yeah. It's a sequel to that. And
They
it's
just,
definitely a sequel.
they just took a while to make the sequel.
I ain't even watched the first one.
Me either.
First one's amazing.
First
I
one,
mean-
it is, but the problem with the first one is watching it again. I just watched it again. There's a lot of too much overacting from Russell Crowe. Like Joaquin
Well,
Phoenix.
did it fit the time? It fit the era.
I know, but Joaquin Phoenix is amazing in that movie, and the gore. The gore is like watching it. You're like, there's no gore in this movie compared to what, like
First
today's
one's
movies.
brutal.
No, it's not. Like even the Last
Yeah,
Death.
the dude gets like his head chopped off and shit.
Yeah, but no. Even the Last Death, that like you'll see what I mean when you're watching this movie. There's real deaths. Like I've seen John Wick stab a dude in the fucking eyeball multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen real like what the fuck? That I just saw that, and this says yeah, lady gets cut in half, and there's some crashes, and there's stuff going on. It's not the same. It's not the same as like even the death at the end of the
I wouldn't
movie
wanna
where he
see none of
stabs him in
that.
the
This guy's
throat.
desensitized.
I would-
Motherfucker.
That's
I
my
wouldn't wanna
point.
see- I wouldn't
When
wanna
you
see
watch it
none of
again,
that.
You're desensitized because of how good John Wick is and how good these new movies are with
And
violence.
I refuse-
John Wick
and
either.
showing you the violence.
I refuse
That's
to
true.
look at John Wick. I refuse to look at
Yeah,
it.
I never
It's pretty
seen that
brutal.
shit.
I saw about 20 minutes of the first one. I said, I don't ever want to see John.
You know what it
Wick
feels
again.
like? It feels like watching wrestling and then watching MMA. Like Gladiator 2 is MMA. It's like real fucking fighting. You get that stuff you're looking at, you're like, that's really good. It's good
cute.
choreography, but it's like a little twist here, a little twist there. But it's not real. That looks like, oh fuck, that rhino really just fucking launched that guy 30 fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they couldn't do that shit back in 2000 because of the technology.
CGI,
Now you can
yeah,
show
yeah.
fucking, like, dudes' faces are exactly the same as a fucking knife is going.
Yeah, like the OG Gladiator, they had actual like tigers.
Yeah,
Yeah, like they were real tigers in those
yeah,
scenes.
oh yeah.
Oh, they fill the Coliseum up with water, put sharks in there
That's
and alligators.
They did that in the movie.
Yeah,
They did it in a new one.
I read that
They,
shit.
they had the ability to flood it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was that was very advanced. That Coliseum for the time, they had calculated airflow. So when it was a hot day, they would open up these like umbrellas, and it would cool everything off. Well, they had it going on, man.
I went there and I went underneath it, and it was pretty like wild. You just
Catacombs?
sit there- Yeah,
Yeah.
not the catacombs, like the lower level.
Oh, okay,
Coliseum,
okay.
Before
Where
they
everybody
throw 'em
would
out.
come up from.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
the bottom.
It was
where-
you're just like it was overwhelming. You're like, how much shit is going on down here?
And they have tigers coming up and shit, and elephants and
The
shit.
smells that used to be there. But the extravagance in the movie where you're like, oh, people still live like that.
When you're in the
You
Coliseum,
still live in a situation where people are living like that. You just don't watch people die. That's the difference.
that's horrible, man. How you can sit there and watch somebody get eaten by a lion?
And cheer it on.
That's
And
horrible.
again, what'd you do wrong? I stole
Well,
bread.
the way you
Yeah.
were trying to get
Tried to
past
eat,
it is
tried to
it
live.
was you could like earn your freedom. So
If you lived,
I mean, but I'm talking about the
wait.
Hey,
people.
well, that's how they got killed free. This guy's going to
I'm
work.
talking about the people who
He's
came
doing
to
it.
spectate that shit.
huh?
The spectators.
Maybe
That's
they're all
the
rooting
point.
for him.
They were fucked up, man.
They're fucked up. They didn't care. People died all the time for no reason.
Some of
That's
the
what's
people did
different
it by
back then.
like by choice too. That was the weird part because you were a celebrity.
Well-
it's like how we watch NFL. We watch
Well,
the guys
if
get
you
destroyed.
were a real warrior
today.
Yeah.
and you wanted to become
You want to test their
rich,
fucking balls?
Yeah.
that's what you would
You'd
do.
make a ton of money going fighting a tiger.
And if you were a slave, you could get your freedom, get a house.
Ton of money fighting a tiger. I
Speaking
don't
of
think
that,
there's enough money
There's enough money for me. You gave me all the
You'll
shit
do
that
it?
they had. All.
You'll buy
That
a tiger.
tiger tear your throat.
I mean, if you gave me like all the armor and shit, and
No,
the sword.
no.
You'll do it?
That tiger.
Well, if you were like, if I didn't have kids, I would just be like
Dude.
a billion bucks for like a 1 in 10 chance to
Dude.
survive that. I'd be like, all right,
This sucker's weighing between 500 and 800 pounds.
yeah,
Standing on his hind legs as tall as you are.
yeah. It
You
has
know,
zero predator.
He would tear your throat out before you even knew it.
Yeah, you might as well play the lotto, bro.
He's going straight for the throat.
You ain't got no
It's
chance.
cute though.
That's that Rogan joke too. Did you hear about those kids? The kids that died. This years ago. He told this joke about a kid at San Diego Zoo. They were throwing fucking shit at a tiger
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
in the fucking thing,
Green Bay
and then
about
they
to
went
play.
to fucking.
Shit.
They just went to the thing down the road or whatever to get food, and the tiger climbed up out
I
of
heard
the
that
cage,
motherfucker.
chased the kid down, and grabbed him by the fucking neck, and then dropped his ass and went back.
Yep.
Killed them too,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh yeah, like.
They go
So,
for the neck.
Rogan's joke is, I don't think that kid saw anything. I think the DMT popped off and hit his head. And as soon as that tiger launched at him, it turned into a bunch of fucking light rays. And just a bunch of flowers. Just
Oh yeah, he
poofed
was.
He was on DMT.
No, he
No,
said
no.
that Rogan's joke is the kid basically his brain kicked him on DMT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'd have to deal with the fact that a tiger just grabbed him by the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, and then the joke continues with, you don't put a fucking lid on the box. You have a monster. It's literally a monster. If they came down in fucking airplane or if they came down in spaceships, we'd shoot at them because they're monsters. But you didn't put a lid on the box.
Because the people didn't want a lid on the box. They put a lid. Why are you imposing them on
There's
me?
another thing.
so mean.
Here you go. Back to your alien talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson had a very, very valid point. If you think about it,
I'm not that high on him, but go ahead.
I know, whatever, dude. We have the ability to speak to, what is it, 3 species, 4 species? Like, speak to them in a sense of they comprehend what we're saying
Who are you talking
and can
about?
respond to it.
What species are you talking about?
I'm talking about felines, primates,
Orangutans and shit, yeah.
dogs, canines, and some birds.
And gorillas.
Well, and some dolphins. I think
There's a whole
dolphins.
bunch of
There's
fucking-
there's a ton of them.
There's a ton of, but there's not that many compared to the
As
actual
many-
species on the
yeah,
fucking
right.
planet.
Small fraction.
It's a very, very small fraction. And we can't really talk to them. They don't understand what we're saying, and we don't understand them. They just understand, like dogs don't understand you. They just know that if you say something in a certain tone or with certain words, they should expect something. If you train them to expect it. If you're not, they're not going to know what the fuck you're
They just
saying.
have a memory, yeah. They can
Yeah.
remember the words and shit.
Yeah, but they don't understand the concept of the word.
Right.
So,
They know
why-
They learned the concept.
if we
of the
can't
word.
talk
Yeah,
to
they learn
any
it.
fucking species on our planet, we can't have an actual meaningful conversation with any other species on our planet, what makes you think that an alien that came from another fucking planet somewhere way far away with technologies that we can't comprehend can actually talk to us?
because they're that far advanced. They're advanced not only in technology, but
Yeah,
also
but we are so
also
far
here.
advanced beyond ants.
because supposedly,
But yet we can't figure out how to talk to ants. What makes you think that they can do this? We are literally ants to them.
why would you want to talk to the ant?
Why the fuck
What
not?
would be the point? No, I'm
talk
making
to
a point.
Yeah.
No, I'm making a point. I'm making
Oh,
a
they don't
point.
want to talk to us?
I'm making a point.
Is what you're saying?
Exactly. Why would they?
Well, dude, they talk with telepathy. So I mean,
That's kind of my point. Why would they want to
Look.
talk to us?
You can get past the whole concept of a language if you can talk with telepathy.
Telepathically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, we don't
because-
need to speak languages. 'cause
Well, they
we just
say a lot of
understand
these
each other's
aliens-
thoughts.
A lot of people that have been abducted say their mouth don't move.
Yeah, they
so
just-
it's
you
mind.
seen
They're not learning English. They're speaking to me with emotion, thoughts, and ideas, and I'm just comprehending their emotion, thoughts, and ideas into my language. And it's just a way of comprehension.
There is.
Oh, are we
this-
watching this again?
No, it's just a trailer.
Do it. Do it.
Highlights, yeah.
Did you watch
There's a
this
movie
game?
out there
Yeah.
where
Funniest ending of all time.
some girl lands on a planet. All the men's thoughts are outside their head. So everyone, like, we would be sitting
So
here
you can see their thoughts.
and hear them.
Yeah, okay.
This showed that.
So that's telling
Where
me
you're
we can-
thinking, I know, but
can
it's
barely-
See, 9 of our
It's
12
uncontrollable.
starters are sitting on the defense.
Oh, for real?
Only 3 of our defensive team right now
Still,
is
the
our
offense didn't do
starters.
shit either.
The original defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
What's the excuse for the
Oh, well.
offense, man?
You're supposed to have backups. Good. So hey, here we go.
We're a terrible
You
team.
work with the backups we
Did you
got.
say we're a terrible team?
Yeah. If we can't only beat the Bears by 3 points, the fuck out
I
of
mean,
here.
you know, the Bears were almost fucking.
The bottom line is they won the game.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck what the score was.
Should have lost.
I don't care what the score was. The bottom line is they're
Did we
11-1.
Should've-
They've never been.
It should have been
11-1
over before
ever.
that bullshit fucking pass interference.
well, dude,
call.
they played awesome. There would have been 2 clean score rounds, but like J-Mo threw the ball and hit the guy in the face, and that cost the
that
first
was- yeah,
down.
that
that
was
was
big.
huge. And then Gibbs got fumbled right at the end.
Yeah.
And that was huge. And then Chicago started playing good football. And we have 9 of our starters on defense are sitting.
Yeah.
At this point, are injured out. So
Well,
you
we
are
got a
playing
first
second
round bye, at
string.
least.
right now.
Yep.
And they did
We're gonna
excellent
need
for
it,
what
bro.
they
It's
had.
gonna be terrible.
you don't
Because
know.
our 2 safeties.
Well, watch
Right
your-
now, they're the
Go watch
hottest.
your football.
Right now, they're the hottest team in the NFL.
Oh, by
They've
far.
broken records.
By far.
We
They've
had
broken
another
past.
injury today, too, though, didn't we, on the offensive line?
3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Decker was out, but
was out, yeah.
the thing
No,
about
injury
our,
that happened
But they're-
during the game.
But
no, he's fine.
all these injuries aren't permanent injuries. No.
Yeah, you know.
They'll be back
They'll
playing.
get some shots at
Well,
cortisone.
what's going on with our offensive line? We're a 6-guy team, so we have 6 offensive linemen. If you have a guy who has a headache, you can just sit him down.
That's
Yeah.
DHT.
Yeah, we smoked this last time.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. It tastes like Williams Wonder. You were trimming it as I was here, and we smoked some.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah, Williams
Yeah,
Wonder.
it's-
Fathead.
Wait, he was here when we trimmed. No, because you trimmed this the other day.
No, I distinctly remember.
No, I'm telling you, it's a different DHT because
Oh,
it was a
different
Yeah,
plant,
it is
different
different.
plant.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's
it
what
is
I'm
different.
This
saying.
is a completely different DHT.
Yeah, it is.
I have more than one.
Oh,
This
different
is a-
pheno. Well, it smells just like Williams Wonder, so
Yeah, it's
probably
the
tastes the same. Huh?
Yeah.
Or no, that was times the Jack the Ripper phenotype of the other one.
The pure Bubba.
Or maybe it is Williams Wonder because it smells like Williams. Let me see that again.
Williams Wonder.
I wonder where Williams is.
We just smoked Williams Wonder, that shit from 1987.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, but I think that's Williams Wonder. I think last time the shit we smoked was more lemony.
Do you think he's gonna? Do you think there's a way that the Doge shit can actually be as painful as it could be?
The what
The
shit?
Doge shit that they're coming up with, the Elon. Elon, yeah, you know the Doge. Like
What
Trump gave Elon a fucking honorary
Yeah.
cabinet
Appointment.
Okay.
appointment called
Okay.
Doge, which is the Department of.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
That's the acronym for it. Okay.
Yeah, he's basically saying he's going to remove checks and balances.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the long and short of it.
So that's not good, right?
It's horrible.
So do you
Well, it
think?
depends on if you want the person.
It depends on whether you're rich or not.
Yeah, it just depends
If you're
on
rich,
whose
it's
team you're
fine.
on. I mean, so basically what they're saying is, and I agree with it to a certain degree, right? Because what they're saying is shit's not getting accomplished because so many people need to accomplish so many things to get something done.
Right.
Like if you want to raise the speed limit, you have to go through like literally checks and balances.
Well, it's called checks and balances.
For a reason, and so they're basically saying because of 2 court
They wanna
cases
get rid of-
site, demolish it.
They want to get rid of checks and balances. They want to deregulate everything.
Yep.
In other words, there'll be no safety on food. There'll be no safety with automobiles.
Hold on. I'm more concerned about. Do you think they're going to take my wife's Social Security away?
They might. Yes. And not just your wife.
Really?
I'm on Social Security too,
You think they're going to take his?
Of course.
Absolutely.
They'll take.
That's part of Project 2025.
What do you think is going to happen if they actually did that?
It's gonna be.
Do you want my honest opinion?
People that hit
I
the
think they're
street-
trying to wipe out part of humanity.
the people that-
No, that's fine. But what do you think?
Population control.
The-
I think that's exactly
not
what's
their
happening.
purpose.
The
What do you
people-
think the people will do if all of a sudden
They
they
ain't
just
doing that
cut
shit,
Social
bro.
Security?
They're doing
They're
it.
gonna be the streets are gonna be full. They're gonna march on those motherfuckers.
But do you think the army would fight them back?
They
No.
ain't doing that.
Dude,
No.
Elon
They-
straight up
the
tweets
army
about
go-
this
wait a minute.
stuff.
Who's the army gonna be fighting back? Their grandfathers, their mothers, their sisters, their brothers? No, that shit don't work.
How many people in the army follow
That shit
Kamala?
don't work. I don't care how many follow them. That shit don't work.
Yeah.
That shit don't work. They've tried it before. Kent State, It's been tried many a time.
Dude, the people
Ruby Ridge. It's been tried many a time.
the people who are in cabinet right now or who are going in view this as like we're living in 1776 and they're resetting.
Yeah, they want to go back.
but they want to reset
They,
to the
no,
point.
they want to go global. That's kind of the concept is, and again, this is kind of like weirdly where I agree with it.
because you want to do it like. And
You
again,
need to go global. at
I'm
some
not mad
point.
about the global part because
But-
I think humans are humans. I don't the imaginary borders that fucking white people developed fucking 150, 230, 300 years ago.
Right, whatever. But someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it, and Elon is finally the guy who has the money to do it.
Yeah, but he's not going to do it for the right reasons.
No, that's the best part. So, like, if you agree with them, you're on a good train. You're
Yeah, if you
on
agree
good.
with him.
If you want to go global, you want to follow his routine. But the reality is, nobody really has
But
a
where-
full picture.
But he doesn't wanna go- he wants to go-
Where's that routine going to lead you in the long run?
Exactly.
It's all about the
Hold
long
on.
game.
Plan is to go global like African countries where he can basically exploit the workers. He wants to
Well, that's the
exploit.
days is over.
He wants America to be the same way it was with his grandpa back or his dad back in the day and his
The
minds
days
that
are
they
over.
have
Dude, he
done.
wants to see a minimized
Them
society.
days are over. Africa's done with the Western world.
No, they're fucking with China now, though.
Ooh, that's not the Western world.
Yeah, true.
The Chinese are building all kind of shit in Africa.
Yeah, they're actually putting them in a bunch of debt because of it.
No, they're not. Africa has more resources than all the. Listen, more resources than the rest of the entire planet.
Africa's a gold mine.
Yes,
Literally.
literally, it is. Now, and they're building brand new African cities from the ground up. They just built one in Botswana, 50,000 people. They built 20,000 new homes. Brand new sparkling cities with all the, air conditioning. All
There's
that.
no way they cannot. I mean, there's just no fucking way.
Yeah, sure. They just keep you from breeding.
No, I'm talking about getting rid of Social Security. I can understand kicking people off of Social Security, like making it harder for people to get Social Security,
Hello.
like they have been.
Hello? Didn't they just put Trump in office?
Yeah.
So what do you mean they can't? What's going to keep them from doing it? The Democrats?
I guess it was a president
They
that
own,
started.
dude. They own everything right now.
Yeah,
They
so-
own
Well,
the
not
Supreme
everything. Not everything. Not everything.
What don't they own?
They don't own everything. It's part of the house they don't own.
Yes, they own enough of it.
Dude, they're taking this is basically the equivalent of
But
a
you
private
got
company going
you got a
public.
certain amount of
We're going
Republicans.
public.
You got a certain amount of Republicans that vote with the Democrats. You got to always remember that. There's a certain amount of Republicans that vote with the Democrats. That's how bills get passed.
They don't get passed.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Real legislation hasn't been passed in
Dude,
years.
that's why
Biden's-
they're coming in with what you were calling it.
Biden,
don't.
Biden, what are you talking about?
That's
Biden
how
passed
you
a
get
lot of
around
shit.
that.
What are you talking about?
What?
Biden passed a bunch of shit. Biden has passed more shit than any other president ever. People don't, obviously people don't listen.
Who talking about it? I don't hear. I actually know about the shit that he's in. It's only like 3 or 4 bills that I've actually been passed.
He's letting us shoot some big missiles at Russia right now.
Yeah, that's my point. I think the
Biden is
border-
going out with middle fingers. I love
Oh
it.
yeah, of course
He's
he
going
is.
out like
Of course he is.
he's approving everything right now.
Of course he is. But that's what they all do when they leave. They all do that.
Yeah.
Some more viciously than others, but they all do. They all clean house like a motherfucker. And Trump's gonna come in,
Yeah,
and we're gonna have tariffs.
I don't think my son is going to grow up in the same government that we grew up in. I think he's going to be living in like a pseudo dictatorship.
I don't think so.
I believe that government is
already
going
there.
public, and
Oh,
Elon Musk is buying our government.
He already
And we
bought
just
it.
NASA just stranded people on the International Space Station.
But what happens in the long run? Always remember it's the long game, not the short game.
They don't think about that though. They don't care.
They thought the same thing about Hitler. Same
No,
thing.
no.
Yes, 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 yes.
No.
I studied this shit. Yes, yes, yes. And what ended up happening in the long run, Hitler ate himself.
The difference is Hitler is not, or Trump is the Hitler, not Elon. Elon's, again, I don't think he's smart enough to actually do
Hitler's from
anything
South, wait a
useful.
minute. Elon's from South Africa. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know.
His dad was only apartheid motherfucker. So
I know.
what are you talking about?
No, I'm not. That's not what I mean. I mean,
He comes from that.
But he's not
got
actually
that
in a
him.
leadership role. If Trump said, fuck you, go away, he's got to go away. He doesn't really have any power.
Why would Trump say that?
Because he doesn't need
Yeah,
it.
he actually does because he owns Trump, man.
How?
Trump isn't.
Once Trump gets in that fucking office,
Trump
he's
doesn't
the shit.
Trump doesn't even know what Elon Musk does. Come on, let's be real.
You not heard about them talking that there's
Trump isn't
they don't
absorbing that shit.
No, you're not getting it. They don't want Elon there. They're already getting upset that he's constantly there. He won't leave Mar-a-Lago. He's like the dude that sleeps on the couch. That's literally what they're saying.
Because you can't kick him out.
No, wait a minute. He was giving Trump $45 million every month. What are you talking about? He could be right around there all he wants to be. He was giving Trump $45 million a month.
Dude, he probably owns Mar-a-Lago. Or at least has the ability to snap his fingers and take it from him.
He partially owns Trump.
Yeah. Trump could not accomplish what he accomplished, however he accomplished it, without Elon coming in.
Without Elon,
and then it was just
without Elon and Joe Rogan
coming right in.
Joe Rogan too.
You can tell how quickly Elon just flipped and immediately was like, give them all everything, and there was some sort of deal worked out. What it was, I don't know, but Elon wants to conquer the world, and this is his doorway in.
Elon's playing cards with the Chinese too, though. Don't be
He's
fooled.
with everybody.
Don't be fooled. He's with the Chinese as
He's
well.
talking with the Russians.
He can't not be with the Chinese.
Man, my friend, he's a car broker, and he lives in New York. And he said that they are so afraid of the Chinese auto. He said
dude.
the Chinese guy has a car.
It's
just like a Rolls Royce. It's got everything in it. The doors open up automatically. I mean, it's just.
What did you say? It was like 40,000?
It's 20. It starts at $22,000.
Yeah,
They got one that's $10,000.
Yeah, they have, and the
Brand
EVs
new.
are cheap, and the reason why they use salt ion batteries.
Man,
The difference is salt ion uses salt instead of fucking lithium. That's one of the reasons people like. It's the whole gas can't ever go away because the lithium batteries cause as much fucking damage as the gas does. So you're just basically giving one up one for the other.
the Chinese
China's
selling
like,
cars
no, we're
all
doing-
over the world.
Yeah,
man.
China also invested millions and millions of dollars into their EV companies. Like the government itself invested a ton of money
That's sweet.
into the companies to basically get them to this point.
I want one.
Dude, you can't buy them.
I know I can't.
It's 110%. I think it's 120% tariff.
But still, that makes it what, a $44,000
But the
car?
point. But
yeah,
the,
but they won't sell them.
but the
There's no
point
one that
is.
sells them.
But the point is, they don't want us to have cars that cheap.
No, they don't.
They don't want
Competition-
us to have cars that cheap.
No, Elon.
That's why we don't have cheap medicine. If you're not on Medicare, you paying up the ass for medicine.
Dude,
Well, I can tell you that's true.
could we go open a restaurant in say, Amsterdam? Town?
No,
Why not?
you're not a citizen.
Right.
You don't have to be a citizen to open
Yeah,
a
you
restaurant.
gotta-
What priority would they give you?
Either you or your wife has to be a citizen. You can't own anything in foreign
I said
countries.
open.
You can
hold
lease.
on, hold
You can
on,
lease.
Buy one
hold
and
on.
shit if you're rich.
I didn't say buy a restaurant. I said open a restaurant. That's leasing a spot.
You'd have to have more than just you and your wife. You'd have to have multiple people. as
Pella
business partners.
is my partner that I would probably go
Then
with.
yes, you can.
If you got the proper,
I mean, we'd have to
You can
live
have
there
money,
anyway.
yeah, you can do anything you want in this fucking world.
Yeah.
True.
No, at this point, you just become either an investor or an
when I get to
investor.
Thailand, I expect to meet a Thai girl for a maid, and she'll do all the shopping and all that shit for me.
Shit, you'll have 6 of them. What do you
And
mean?
You're gonna go meet
no,
a chick?
I just want one.
You'll have 6.
I don't
What
want
do you mean?
6. I just want one.
I was watching people that retired there, and he's like, I got 6 girlfriends, and they all know about each other, and they
Yeah,
don't
Are you
care.
just gonna stay, or are you coming back?
I'm going to visit for 2 weeks
Are you gonna
in
bring back a
about
woman?
3 months, and then I'm selling my house. And if I like it over there, I'm gonna retire in Thailand
Nice.
Sweet.
with my
vacation
Social
spot.
Security.
Like, I'm going to see Rudy.
Covering all my
Yeah,
expenses.
hopefully.
Oh, it will.
If
I've
you-
done the
if you-
research.
If you get to keep it.
I've done the
It's only
research.
like 400 a
Yeah,
month
if you get
for
to
rent.
You get to keep it.
What if Medicare?
Hey,
So hold
What
on.
if they
Hey,
kill
you want to hear a
Medicare?
crazy
you know
story?
what? Even if I don't get to keep it, I got a plan.
Do they want to get rid of Medicare too?
Ah.
So all government services, except for the subsidies for the big companies?
They ain't doing no shit like that. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, I mean it's all private
What if they do?
They're gonna
Project
try to do.
2022.
They're gonna try to do it.
2024.
They're trying to turn America into a third world country. That's what they're doing. A lot of poor people and a few ultra rich people.
Yeah, dude,
That's what's going on.
Project 2025 is brilliant.
Kings and peasants.
Brilliant.
It's just chill.
Jesus.
It's brilliant. It's totally accomplishable and it's
brilliant.
brilliant. It just like only you'd have to be a horrendous human being to be able to pull it off. And
They are pretty horrendous.
But I mean, like, dude,
Well, you gotta hate women. That's one of the
you just
most
have to be a
important
piece of shit
You
human
have to
being that's
hate
money
women.
hungry. But like, you just as long as you have those people, which they now do,
Fuck's Miami's record.
it's just gonna be rough.
They are in second place in their division, so I don't know.
We need
This
them-
game just starting.
We need them to win.
4 losses, I think.
Actually, we don't need shit now.
6 losses,
We already
sorry.
got the first seed
I don't like that at
locked
all.
up.
What, this?
Yeah.
This is,
See-
that's the last of it, so don't worry about it.
See, I don't have to worry about it. I've already been living under this shit all my life.
Okay, they're 5
Yeah.
and 6. They're terrible.
I get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Below 500.
So you want to hear a gnarly story? So my girlfriend is currently still legally married. So her ex-husband came over here when he was 2 from the Middle East. But when he was in college, he's just a lazy motherfucker. He never got his full citizenship. When he was in college, he smoked weed. And then they caught him lying on his citizenship form about smoking weed, and so he didn't get citizenship. Well, he got married, and so that's how he has his citizenship, right? Then they get divorced. So they're still working with immigration, hopefully by the end of next year, that he can have his own citizenship claiming certain ways.
Oh, without her, yeah.
Without her, right?
Right.
Hold on, though. They were telling him you can never smoke weed or do any other drugs. He ends up buying weed from a dispensary, so his name is on like the list. She calls her attorney, and she's like, "I just need to know."
He couldn't be that stupid.
She's like, "I just need to know what to expect." And she was like, "That was a really, really bad decision." I don't want any of this, thank you. And they were like, "They will find out." So when he's going to do his exit interview to get full citizenship, he's going to flop for a second time, and he's not married anymore.
Yeah,
And they can't claim marriage at that point moving forward.
yeah.
Hold tight, though. He was actually born in Honduras. Because
Okay.
on the way from the Middle East, from like wherever he's from,
He was born
they paused in Honduras,
Okay.
stayed there for a couple months, and then came here
For the pregnancy.
for the pregnancy. And so where he would get deported. So now it's like Donald Trump is coming out and like going through this hardcore deportation.
He's gonna be sent to Honduras.
Dude, like, no, it's even more fucked up because Honduras wouldn't accept him. So he'd get sent to a
Oh,
camp.
you're right.
He doesn't speak Spanish.
Oh, you're right.
Honduras is going to be like, no.
So he's gonna be in one of those camps.
Oh, it's going to be a trade dispute.
He's gonna be in one of those camps.
He's going to be in a camp.
Why don't they just send him back to the Middle East then? If Honduras don't want
He's
him.
not from the
He's,
Middle
not,
East.
he's a Honduras.
That's where he came from.
No, he
No,
didn't come from
on
there.
the
He
way.
came from
His
Honduras.
family
Well, his
came
family's
from there.
His family, but he would, like, his mother.
He's got
He was
Honduras
born in
citizenship?
Honduras.
What?
He's got Honduras citizenship then.
Legally, yeah.
Yeah, they'll accept him.
No, they don't
Yeah,
have
he can
to.
fucking teach fucking English and shit.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, they do.
They don't want somebody who's
As
going to
long
get
as you
out
can
for smoking
live
weed.
in there.
Yeah, that too.
He got that weed
I
on
don't
his
give a fuck
record.
about weed
They
there.
don't need him. Like, fuck you. Get back. You take him.
No. I don't even think they'll deport him. They'll just give him another shot.
No.
For
Doesn't.
weed, they're gonna be like, "Who
It
gives
doesn't
a fuck
work. It's
about
not for weed. It's for lying.
Yeah, he lied on the
he's fucked.
application.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he's
can't.
fucked.
You can't do that. And the first time he
Can't
did it,
smoke
it was.
weed, but that's because it's a federal thing and it's actually legal in the states. They're gonna be like, well, fuck it.
You sound as dumb as him, man. But no, it's like it will kill it.
Once you lie to them,
You're lying to the government.
you're done.
Yeah.
I like the government a lot. They didn't care, dog.
Well, it
But you
depends
were
on what
born
it
here.
was. Man, it depends on what you
Because I
lied
was born
about.
here.
You were born here.
And
You're
it
still
depends
not
on-
an American
And it
citizen.
depends on what you lied about, okay?
A whole bunch of weed shit.
Yeah, well, see, that is... they don't like
Dude,
to
he's
fuck
not
about
an
that.
American citizen.
Nobody
You
gives a
can't
fuck.
No, this
lie.
was back in the day when they did. That's why I was talking to the damn government.
So,
they always put
where's
me
his
on probation
parents?
and shit, locking me up.
Like parts
Were they locking you up?
why aren't
Yeah,
they
for
getting
weed.
kicked
I
out?
got caught 4 ounces.
because they came in legal.
And how
So did
long
the citizens.
did
They
they
didn't
lock
fuck
you
up
up?
when they were getting.
90 days.
He's just lazy. So by the time they were in college,
Yeah,
everybody
I mean, no, don't
were
get me
legal
wrong.
citizens.
So he could
Nobody
have been a
needs to
legal
be locked up.
citizen.
could have, but he was just
For weed,
lazy.
like that.
And then when he
Yeah,
went to
that- that
college,
was
they were
lazy.
finally like, "You need to."
But it
do
wasn't like,
this.
legal.
it wasn't like 5
And then
years
when he
ago.
applied,
no
he
shit like that. No, hell
thumbs
no.
up, and then they're like, "Have you ever used any drugs?" He said, "Yeah, I've smoked weed," and they were like, "Delete, starting from scratch." Then he gets married, so it was like, "Oh, I'm in," right? But he should have continued to try to get private citizenship, but he got lazy.
Isn't this your
they didn't.
girlfriend's husband? What do you even care about this dude?
Well, you say you care.
He's just talking. It's an interesting story.
Yeah, so that's why now though it's like
I was
you-
thinking I'd be like, fuck good, get that fucking guy out here.
I mean, it sucks. He has a daughter and stuff, and like
He's been here
douchebag,
since he
but-
was 2. He didn't fucking get. He didn't
Yeah,
have a
but come
He
on.
has, yeah, he has
Yeah, but
zero-
come on, man. He knew what he was supposed to do.
Yeah,
No,
he
I
fucked
get
up.
that.
Yeah, let's know.
Yes.
They don't take excuses. Believe me, they don't take excuses.
Especially after you fucked up once already for
Yeah.
lying about it.
Yeah, they're not.
You would think like it'd be like that with the judges. and
That's
shit,
my
but I used
point,
to fuck
though.
up all the time.
My point is,
They
a
didn't care.
baby at 2, to me, is the same baby at born yesterday. They're fucking innocent. So to say that you're 2 years old, you were brought here, now you gotta go somewhere fucking else you've never been before, even though you've lived here your whole fucking life. You paid taxes. You've done everything you were supposed to as a citizen, minus a few things on your.
Did he though?
Again, a
Did he
system that's really fucking hard for most people to use. He, yes, fucked up. But the system itself, most of the time, isn't trying to get people in. So the system is not made to let people in. It's made to push people away. So again, a guy who's here at 2 years old.
It depends on who they designate. They want in for a certain period of time.
Right.
That's how that works.
Sometimes.
That's how that
my point.
works.
My point is a baby or a 2-year-old are the same to me. If you're 2 years old here, if you're 3, if you're 4, if you're 5, and your fucking parents bring you here, and then you live here your whole life, you go through the school system, you graduate, you get you do college stuff, you fucking pay your taxes. You're a fucking citizen.
Well, dude, so
To me, you're a citizen and the same as everyone else. Why is it making any different if 4 years earlier you were born on a different piece of property?
Well, dude,
way the fuck over
hold,
there.
Hold tight though, because when you're applying for citizenship, that's like a one piece of document. You prove right, and like I've been here forever. You're in. They let you in that easy if that's what your life has been like. But if they say, "Have you ever smoked weed?" and you say no,
Hold on, it's not true because of all the shit that happened with Obama. He fought like hell, and then they held it up in courts over and over again about getting the Dreamers in. All these kids of these Mexican kids of Mexican parents that snuck over or illegally came over, and these kids have been here their whole lives. They're in
Here's a
college.
completely different situation. They came here illegally. In his situation, they all came legally. He's got an easy one-way street in. You just can't lie. You can't lie to the government, especially if you're going to do it.
Why?
when
But
you're-
why were they legally allowed
Hold
to
on.
come in?
But he wasn't born here. He was born in Honduras.
Yes.
Right.
So he's not a citizen.
Is it refugees?
Correct. His dad came in legally with his mom. They
As a refugee,
No,
just
on their own.
Work
for,
visa.
for
Lots of
work.
people that
Okay.
decided they want to work here.
Yeah, they came here for work.
They had enough
successful.
money to get here and get a job.
And so when they come in with their son, he is basically handed American citizenship, sign here. And he just can't do it till he's 18. And when he did it when he was 18, he lied. And they caught him and they're like, oh, you got to start over. But that's not like an overnight process. That's a multi-year process.
Yeah.
And then
It
again,
might
he
still
could
take
have
something.
done it like that, but he got married. He was like, oh, fuck it, I'll come back to this
Yeah,
later.
he got lazy. Didn't do what he was
Yeah,
supposed to
it
do.
just...
They frown. Any government
back
frowns
to my
on that.
point. Back to my point. I'm just saying, it shouldn't have been. Oh, you fucked up. It should have just been. Oh, you're 18 now. You're. Because again, the dude could have gone to the army. He could have been in the army. He could have done all these
Well,
things, and they've done the
That
same
might
shit
have
to
that
him.
might have made a difference. Who knows? I don't know that.
No,
I'm
I
just
know.
saying. Once you lie to the federal government, they're not very forgiving. They're not.
You're a piece of paper to them.
You're not. When you lie to them, they don't take it kindly. And you have to get on your knees and really beg for forgiveness, probably.
Yes.
And you still might not get it.
Well, unless you're
The
like-
government's a motherfucker,
Dude,
man.
the government
you
now
got
is
money.
Just like, like I'm talking about going to Thailand, right? I understand. When I get there, I cannot say anything negative about any Thai person, any government person. They will put me immediately out of the fucking country.
I love everybody.
Immediately. I mean, I know a guy that did it too. He got into an argument with, well, this is in the Philippines. He got into an argument with a Filipino dude. And the Filipino dude was in the wrong. 4 days later, he was on a plane out of there. Because you're never right. They're always right. You're never right. You have an automobile accident. If they run into you, no, you ran into them. Seriously. I just studied this. I just studied this shit. That's why I know when I get over there, I ain't doing no driving.
Nope.
I ain't driving shit.
Fly under the radar.
I ain't driving shit.
Take the tuk-tuk around.
Tuk-tuk, come on, give me tuk-tuk. Let's go.
So
Shit's
you need,
cheap
man.
anyway.
Yeah, super cheap.
Shit is cheap. And I ain't gonna be doing a lot. I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stay in the general area for the 2 weeks that I'm
Where
there.
up
Or a
north?
week.
Bangkok area, north? Or
Yeah.
South. South be like crazy hot.
Chiang Mai. I'm going to Chiang Mai.
Where's that?
It's about 60 miles from Bangkok.
Oh, okay. You didn't
So you know some chicks over there already?
I know some people there, yeah. A girl and her brother.
I got some customers there to buy my seats. I got pictures of like downtown Bangkok with my pack and shit he's holding.
Nice.
The dude owns a dispensary there too. Said if I could get him shit there, he'd give me like $2,000 a pound.
Oh, I
Oh,
tried it.
they'd love to. Oh, they would love to get this shit.
Oh,
Dude, that's
it
where you
wouldn't even
start
cost
actually-
anything. to
They
sit
would
there.
love
He
to
said you
get this
can't get it through customs because like the cops like run the customs and they're like crooked as fuck and they take all the weed,
Yeah,
Ah.
and your money.
all the drug shit.
And your money.
I feel like they're all.
But the seeds make it through.
Well, seeds are useless to them.
Yeah.
PSA doesn't even take your weed though.
I mean, they got plenty of bud. They got plenty of bud.
It grows everywhere. Everybody's growing
They got
that shit.
My
Yeah,
buddy
but
out of college,
they got
my
tons
roommate, he
of-
just
hold
up
on,
They got
and
tons of clones.
You keep
He's
saying
like, I went there,
Man,
I played
I
hockey there, and I loved it, and I moved here.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
people keep saying that
More
there's tons,
simple life.
tons of weed is irrelevant. There's also tons of beer, but there's nothing like I don't know whatever
No.
fucking beer.
It-
There's tons of wine, but there's also $5,000 fucking bottles of
But
wine.
no, the point I'm making is they needed an industry.
Hold on. I
And
know.
that's why it's got nothing to do with the quality
No,
of it
no.
or anything like that.
But the unique, you're not understanding. My point is that he wasn't understanding this either. The reason why the
I
shit,
get what you're saying.
the reason why the shit in France is so fucking
you can have a
expensive.
market. You gotta find your market and then just
Right.
sell to them.
That's what I'm
You don't
saying.
need to go to the dispensary to sell. To
No,
the
I'm not gonna
dispensary
go to
and
the
shit.
dispensary. The dispensary is. But I'm saying it would be
Yeah,
a.
you
Wait a
find your
minute.
clientele. You can advertise on Facebook.
Wait a minute,
It's
you-
Yeah,
legal.
but then you gotta fucking. Oh, well,
you don't
I
have,
go
you
to
have,
people.
you still have a market.
But then you gotta worry like
But
it's
you
not.
still have a market. Yes, you do.
What?
People still come to you and buy
Yeah, I
shit.
have my market, but that's not my point. My point is I can't expand my market. I
Yeah,
can't
you
go.
can. You can advertise on Facebook.
But
Like,
then I
look,
gotta go to them.
I got good shit.
Driving around and shit. And I don't want to go to people's houses where we get robbed. Fuck
you're
that.
gonna get robbed.
Get robbed.
They're not coming to my fucking house.
Meet 'em at a
I
park.
can't invite people in here.
You could
Meet
do
'em at a
it.
park.
You could do it just like you do
Meet 'em
DoorDash.
at the motherfucking police station.
You could do it just like you do DoorDash.
Police station.
You ain't gotta be DoorDash.
You can have
do
delivery
it straight-
drivers and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And do it just like
Wow.
Put
DoorDash.
Yeah,
that
that
shit
much
on
weed.
Craigslist, delivery driver for weed. And just be like, look, dude, this is what it is. I'm gonna pay you to deliver this weed. Go do it. They find people to do that shit.
Shit, I do that shit.
They don't give a fuck. Tell the motherfucker to strap up too. Deliver anywhere.
Well, you know. No, you gotta do it where it's a no cash deal.
Yeah.
It's a no cash deal.
It's
Ain't
legal
nobody
to
got
assist any other adult to get recreational marijuana.
you.
Up
You
to 2 ounces or 1 ounce.
you.
No, he's
One ounce
when he,
each.
when he
You do
says
it no
because
cash.
cash means that you can be robbed.
You're right.
If it's
Oh, yeah,
digital,
You
no.
don't have no
Cash
money.
Yeah.
You're just taking a product to the door.
Yeah, you just do cash out.
You're not. Yeah. They,
Everybody's got that shit.
see, so it's
I got Cash App, Venmo,
I got PayPal.
and Facebook Pay.
Yeah, I got
four
PayPal.
services.
I got Apple Pay.
And I got Zelle. I got 5 different options for payment.
I got to get serious
I could take
too.
Bitcoin too. Fuck it. I got a Bitcoin
I'll-
account.
I got an offer, and I'm not ready for it yet. They want to give me a table at this art show. They
Yeah,
saw my
sell them
stuff on.
t-shirts, bro.
They saw my stuff on the phone,
Yeah.
But I told them I wasn't ready yet. I'm getting it together.
They want to charge you money for that shit, or is it free?
She told me that it was $100 a table, but I get a table for $25 because
Okay.
it'd be my first time.
I'd be going to that art show to see how much fucking traffic. we
Well,
got.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, before you get
I'm not
the
gonna enter anything in it. I'm not gonna get a table yet.
Yeah.
I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah, man. The show. And then get those posters printed.
That's the next
Those
move.
posters are super
You
high
think weed
quality.
becomes
That's the
illegal
next move.
again?
They're museum quality.
You think weed goes back to its illegal?
Instead, I'm gonna go on TikTok with my shit. I'm gonna do shows on
illegality.
Art shows, art and music shows. But I gotta make up my
Too
own
hard because
music.
it's not federally illegal. It's still
I know a guy
federally
that does
illegal,
beats
so
and
you'd have to
shit.
go through the
He'd
states.
probably charge you
No,
though.
what I'm saying
No, I can
is,
do that.
do you
You're
think?
gonna make your own? Yeah, start doing that.
Hold on, here's a thought.
Make
Do
just
you-
simple shit at first, and then you'll get fucking really good at it.
Do you think that they'll start rating dispensary? You know, like they did back in the Bush era. Bush
Or
era.
that's your Facebook.
States were legal, but
Oh.
didn't
How about
matter. They
music,
were still
too?
going in and fucking.
Yeah, that's dope. I like the design.
Too much
too.
money in it, too much profit,
So
too much support.
I'm gonna make half
Yeah,
of my
but
show,
if the other side has more money, it doesn't
my
matter.
art, and my music.
Especially in the
put
system
them
where
on
the guy
TikTok.
doesn't want weed. He doesn't believe in weed, I don't think.
You go to
Oh,
the
yeah,
next
it
one.
could just go
Yeah,
like
but
that all the way through, huh?
that's
too
exactly
deep
what it's
at this
gonna be.
point.
And at
the
the
guys who are owning this
at
companies
the
are
end, it's gonna
multimillionaires.
say
and
posters
they're like
are
good,
available.
upstanding people. They
No,
don't even
yeah.
get high.
Prints available.
So
That's my
they
plan.
just secured the profit
So
because they saw it in the
basically,
industry.
Did you just
I
say
got
good,
it,
upstanding
but-
people?
I had them up the other day. I got
Good upstanding in white
15
America is what I'm saying.
I've got
Like not by
15
our
different
standards, just
designs.
thumbs up.
Damn,
Amen.
I could go
Wow.
for I could go for days,
man, you'd be there.
literally.
Killing
Somebody who saw a business op and said,
But that's my
Because you don't
plan.
even have to have them all made. You could put them all on the internet, and as people order them, then you get them made
That's true.
and ship it right to them. Fuck it.
That's true.
You don't even have to.
That's
touch
how Screen Crush does it. My
it.
favorite
Called drop
video
shipping.
show. They do all kinds. They're always putting on new stuff.
Yeah, drop shipping, bro. It's just a longer wait for the customer, but you'd explain it to them up front. Look, this is how long it's gonna be to take
Yeah.
to get
Yeah,
your
you
shit.
say this is how you support us. You go here, you order a shirt here, and they send it to you.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer, but we're gonna make you a nice one.
Yeah, we're gonna give you more designs as often as we can. We'll do limited runs. Because again, being limited is a fucking thing. Like I literally watched 2 Chainz open up a box of fucking things that had $10,000 worth of fucking weed in it.
Yep.
And I can fucking guarantee you,
That's
none
all
of it in it was as good as
It's
mine.
like 1 ounce.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, they had other shit in there. The box was worth a lot of money, but it was a $10,000 box.
That box is probably worth 500 tops.
Yeah, it was.
But we don't know he's smoking. You don't know.
No.
he's
You're not
smoking.
understanding. It was a show called 2 Chainz Most Expensive List.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah, but it was that's
and
my-
guys bringing
but there is,
cigars are gold and best weed supposedly in the world.
that's my point. That market is really still
shit.
there. It's there in the dispensaries. We just don't go buy the shit. Like ham rolls are going for 35,
you don't
40
get
bucks
in
a pop.
dispensaries. You just don't. You get it from the
Okay.
people who own the dispensaries. They have their own private little business, and it's not illegal. It's just not on the shelves. But it doesn't mean they don't pay taxes on it. It's like,
You know
you just
what?
have to know a way to get it.
And that's how it's always been. That's why back in the day, when you had weed from California, you were lucky because usually it all got bought up here before it made it to Michigan.
That's what I'm saying. It makes it like the good stuff's gone before the general public sees it.
Yeah.
Dude, so Chrissy, one of her biggest clients, owns Greenhouse, which is Oakland County's biggest dispensary.
Uh-huh.
Like that's where Calvin Johnson sells
Yeah.
his weed.
Yeah.
He's diehard conservative.
Oh,
Yeah.
Super
yeah.
cool guy. Don't get me wrong. Diehard conservative.
So
He
it's like a
smokes weed,
motherfucker, Yeah.
but like,
I mean, you can be conservative and smoke weed. As long as you smoke weed, that's more respectable than anything else. If you don't smoke weed in one of these places, you don't Fuck you.
Yeah, but point being though, if you want good weed, he'll tell you where to get good weed. He's just he's gonna introduce you to a guy,
You got it.
and you'll call him and his name, and he talks to people like you. He'll be like, "My name's Steve. Heard you got sent here. Like, you want to buy some weed?" And at that point, it's just like,
Like I know a guy.
3rd and
I know that.
29.
I know a guy from Colorado. Well, wait a minute. I know a guy from Colorado, and he gets Willie Nelson weed, and supposedly this stuff is like super.
I've
You
had
know.
it.
You've had it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, because,
It's from Barney's Farm. That's what I was at. Barney's Coffee Shop.
oh, okay.
It's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. That's
I
what.
hope so.
So, he's got Snoop Dogg, Mike Tyson, who else? Jim Belushi, Cheech Marin. They all got grows, gigantic ones. They said Mike Tyson averaged about $90,000 a month.
Jesus.
Just as smoking.
No,
Huh.
selling it.
Profit.
That's his portion of the profit every month.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
his
just
cut.
his portion.
That's not including his
And they-
gaming
and-
company.
and-
He's got a big.
Yeah, and they said that motherfucker smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does.
A lot of weed.
Yeah.
He said he stay high.
He was super blowed during the fight, just biting on his glove like, I'm so high.
No, I think he was
Give me
biting
my
on his
20
glove because he
million.
was mad he was doing it. He's like, I'm fucking, this $20 million, it's $20 million.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
$20 million. It's
But-
Counting out the money.
When,
per
when, I,
hit.
when I
Yeah.
found out in the contract if he throws an uppercut, he loses the money. It was in the
That
contract.
makes sense. Yeah.
Did he throw an uppercut?
No.
Did you see? Like,
And,
they were-
and wait a minute.
His best is Netflix.
He used to knock people out with uppercuts.
Yeah.
That's why it was.
but
in
there was
there.
one time he went like this. He just do his arm. You see Jake Paul go, oh fuck, no. I thought you were. And now you understand when you know that he had the contract. He goes, I thought he wasn't gonna do it because that's what it felt like. It was like, oh shit, I thought he wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But there was a couple times where he definitely looked slower than he did in the
And,
video.
and it
Dude,
was
he's old, man. Like,
No.
yeah.
But did you see the videos of him training?
Yes, it was insane.
He literally just had to do that for 5 minutes.
Dude, the
and
moment
knocked
it
him
turned
out.
down within 30 seconds, I was like, "This is all a gimmick."
Yeah.
Like more power
No.
to him, but
After the second fight, I realized that the judges were like, you could tell.
no, they're gonna do 8 rounds short.
You could tell it was like wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I didn't. None of the matches were fun to watch.
No. I mean, more power to him, but
Not really. I had
we're
to
the
sit down
suckers
here
for
and
all
watch this
watching
shit.
it.
Never
It
again.
was a horrible show. It was, and you know what I found
You
out?
know what? Mike
Wait a minute,
Tyson lost a little respect.
You know what I
The
found
dude
out?
has more money than God already. He didn't need to do that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he
You
was-
just said he was making $90,000 a month off of one fucking product.
But he remembers.
How much
being
money
broke
do you think he spends a
before
month?
that.
Not 90 grand a month.
Maybe. He owns jets. You know how much it costs to maintain a private jet?
Again, one product is giving
Yeah,
You thought boats were bad? Shit.
about $1,000 a day.
Right. You gotta house that shit somewhere.
You need a pilot. You need maintenance.
Yep, man.
You need fuel.
All kind of fuel shit.
Yeah, shit.
I had a grandpa that owned an airplane. Never saw
This
it,
guy.
Yeah.
but I guess he owned an airplane at one point.
Any airplane is expensive. Even if you got it down here at City Airport, that shit's expensive.
That's why he moved up to fucking Waterford is because of the Oakland County Airport.
Man, I'm so sick of hearing about this Wicked and Gladiator. That's all the idiot did.
I
All
used to
over
shit about
TV.
Gladiator. If I did, I didn't pay attention.
Wicked.
I've been seeing that Wicked
I mean,
shit.
it's
It's
got
bullshit.
good battles.
It's
You gonna
bullshit.
Denzel-
Denzel
Wicked
looks
too?
amazing. Denzel's really
You see all the
good
movies,
actor.
right?
What?
You gonna go see Wicked?
No. It's a musical. I don't watch it.
Is it a musical?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
do
don't
go
like
see it if it
musicals.
wasn't
I
a
never
musical.
did like musicals.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck who it is.
There's
Right.
very few musicals. Like on Apple TV, there's one
Yeah,
with
Rocky Horror, you like that shit?
Yeah, that's different.
I didn't
I
like
never
it.
even seen it.
I don't mind
I
swinging.
thought it was a novelty to look at once. I didn't know to
Yeah.
see it again.
I'm not gonna watch it again. Yeah.
People going when I lived in San Francisco,
Oh, God.
there's a theater there. That's all they did.
It's all they
Yeah.
play all day.
Listen, it ran for 12 years straight.
Wicked
People come
all
in.
day?
No.
Oh.
Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror.
That's
Every
ridiculous.
every evening, before you can hear the people in there. Every
12
evening
years.
for 12
And
years.
you know why they don't sell great weed? Is because as long as it makes the profit,
Yeah,
good
they don't
enough.
give a
Why
fuck.
would you play anything else if somebody comes every night to watch it?
Well, no, you don't know about Rocky Horror.
Yeah, I know what Rocky Horror.
No, I know you know what it is, but you don't know about the fucking live shit. Like because
The people in the
first time
audience,
I ever saw a Rocky Horror movie show, or
the people in the
whatever.
audience get involved.
No,
Oh, I
not the
didn't know
audience.
that.
There's an actual like cast. There's people.
Yeah.
There's like people upstage acting it out while it's happening in front of you.
Oh, the movie's behind it?
Yeah, while the movie's playing behind it.
Oh, that's different then.
Yeah, it's like a whole like troupe of people are doing all the different
That-
things.
And some nights, anybody can get up there and do
Yeah.
it. They have nights when it is an amateur. And those people
Oh,
know, and those
okay.
people know all.
Reception?
They
Oh,
actually
those-
hire people on most nights. And then they
those-
only have the
those-
amateur night here.
The amateur night, those people know every fucking word.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Every one of them.
Yeah, the first time I saw the movie was at the comedy club in the Holly Hotel.
They were doing that shit?
They did it in the comedy club at the hotel. Yeah,
I live
What?
I live
Yeah.
20 blocks from there. I went there two
That
or
must
three
have been
times.
wild, huh?
because it's like a comedy show. It's like it was. Didn't watch the movie for another fucking 10 years. I never.
I went there.
didn't watch the whole
I went
movie.
there 3 times because there was a lot of real fine women there.
No way.
My God!
I was just thinking, it must be
The
some
women there
nerdy,
No.
like,
No man, the women there were spectacular. And
Nerdy-ass girls.
they had these little,
They all
teeny-
dress
they
up
had these
like
little,
guys.
they had these little skimpy outfits. on
Yeah, it's
and
like
shit.
Renaissance Festival, so you get a
Oh,
lot of dressing up.
It was the shit, man. I used to go there.
decent.
It's a Halloween thing. They do it every Halloween still. They do it in
And the
a lot of
people get up
places.
there and act.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where
Because
at,
again,
like Royal Oak Music.
I have no idea where they
Royal
do
Oak Theater.
it. I'm sure it's done in certain places, probably not here.
You know, they used to tour. They used to have a tour. They used to go around the United States, but that was years ago. It was about 20 years ago. I don't know if they still do it or not. They
Man,
might.
I could not do that. Act like that. Tim Robbins in that movie. In Rocky Horror. Not Tim Robbins.
I don't know.
Tim Burke.
Tim Curry.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
You never seen Rocky Horror?
No.
It's about an alien. Yeah, he's an alien that comes to the planet Earth to fuck women or some shit. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's a really weird, like,
And it's all, it's a musical. It's all sang out.
yeah. It's like a horror.
But it's funny and understandable.
yeah. Like,
It's one of the better musicals, is what
It's-
I hear.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like Hotel California.
Because it's so bizarre. It's just
Yeah.
bizarre. It's
No,
just so
it's
bizarre.
song.
Actually
Hotel
good,
California.
but
From the Eagles.
I ain't gonna watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way.
fuck
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
goddamn.
I wouldn't go out of my
In
way.
a
But like I
If
alien.
I
said,
watch it, I'm sure I'd probably like it though.
but like
Rocky
you
Horror
would like
Picture,
it.
because it, like,
Yeah,
it,
if it's
see,
funny,
I
you
want
watch
it.
it's spurred a
Everybody
fucking
should see it
genre
once.
of,
It wouldn't
like,
hurt to see it once. Because you
things.
either you're gonna like it or
movies
you're
like
gonna
that.
hate it.
I'll go
There's no middle of the road
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
Either you're gonna
Watch
like it.
It's definitely
Or you
when
gonna
you,
hate
on
it.
you watch on shrooms.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking that.
You definitely watch
out.
that
Get
shit.
shroomed out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
them mushrooms.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Like you get, they throw
How
shit
many
at people
mushrooms
when
do
the
you do?
stuff
When you do
happens.
mushrooms, how many do you do?
1.7, so half the eighth.
But I have.
Mushrooms?
I've done like 0.5.
How many
See?
stems would that be?
I don't know, you got way that shit. They're all different stem sizes and shit.
Yeah, it's all different ways. Everything weighs different.
I don't even weigh it anymore. I'll just wing it.
You just pop that shit.
Yeah,
Or I just take a handful of them
Wow,
and start
bro.
gambling. I'm like,
Well, I popped 5 of those.
which ones?
The one I got from here.
The blue ones or the white ones?
Blue ones.
Yeah, so how
Those are fun.
Was it great or what?
Well,
They were pretty weak.
it kept me up till the wee hours,
Yeah.
and every now and then I'd have
Yeah, the waves.
a feeling of consciousness. Every now and then.
Now these.
But nothing, it wasn't nothing strong, but it was very pleasant.
Hold on a
This
second.
guy.
Those.
I gave
So
you
much.
an eighth, right? No, half. What did I give you? Or someone just gave you some?
I got an eighth from you, but I bought a half an ounce from my friend.
So my point is 5 of these little things might not even be a grain.
What little thing?
How big are you talking? Because you could have 5 5 of these chunks like this right here, and it'd not even be a gram.
Those black caps.
Oh, okay.
They're purple.
Oh, okay.
That's my point. You can
I'm looking at the
you
bottom.
have to weigh it out because so I was out disc golfing with Jess.
What
and
kind
Todd.
are they?
I don't know what kind they are.
Shiitake, right? YouTube.
Yeah. So we're on
Shiitake.
we're on a disc golf course and we eat like a couple stems or whatever, and we're gonna get the whole time. I'm fucking getting frustrated because all I can get is that it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like
You're on the verge.
Yeah.
You're on the verge.
I'm like that the whole time. These two are fucking flying high, like woo, we're off to fucking Mars.
Wait, how much did you take?
I thought we took probably 1.5 grams.
Oh,
And then I weighed it up. No.
Low, huh?
Then I weighed it up, and it wasn't even a fucking 0.5 gram.
Oh.
Yeah, like
I couldn't figure out
That's
why I was.
microdosing.
And they're fucking looping. They're just like wee. I'm like, all right.
If I'm just by myself on like a casual
Well,
Saturday
about this
night,
frame of mind too.
It's,
of your blue caps, I would probably take between 5 and 8 by myself. I don't even know what that comes out to. It depends on how heavy they are, but like when we did 8 grams, that was when it starts getting interesting.
yeah, that's what
I was there when
see,
y'all did that.
yeah.
You were there.
see, I'm chasing a ghost. I want to get high. You just get high off LSD.
A ghost.
You know?
Then eat the whole bag.
It'll be the same effect as LSD, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Oh, if you did how much? What's the
Hey,
most you've
You
ever
need a
done?
whole eighth, yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
What, mushrooms?
Yeah.
Not much.
You
How
don't
much
even need
LSD?
it.
I think the most of mushrooms, well, one time I did do about 4 grams.
Yeah.
Rudy, if you
All
did,
right.
I would do 8 grams with you. If you do 8 grams, you go to a different realm. It's like, dude, I remember when we.
I'll be honest with you. I might have done more than that. We didn't weigh shit back then. We just
Yeah.
popped shit.
Dude, I remember when we started, when it started hitting, it was like 35 minutes, and I looked at you and I was like, "This is about as fucked up as I've ever been in my life."
But
and
the
it's
shrooms
like,
we had back
have
then-
not even taken off
The
yet.
shrooms we had back then were bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They're all different
hold on.
strains
They're all
and shit,
there's
yeah.
different strains. Who knows what you ate. And again, each one you eat is different power too. Like these penis envy I have.
Those are super strong.
The white ones?
Look,
The white ones are the good
Crazy,
ones.
crazy.
well, why didn't you give me those?
Because I only have a half.
You gotta be careful,
Oh.
Rudy.
I don't have to be careful, dude.
These right here.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Oh, okay. No, I don't have to be careful.
But even this,
I can take giant doses of this shit. I can't.
even this right
You're
here.
wild, bro.
How much do you think this is?
Weight
Yo,
wise?
just grab it and eat it.
I don't know.
even look. Just grab it. He's giving them to you. Eat it.
2 grams.
See, eat
That was
that.
wrong.
Are you serious?
Give me
Okay,
fucked
so I'm
up.
an addict because when I go out to
Serious.
oh man, that's what
times
I
that much.
that's what I eat. I eat 2 of them, those white ones, and I was
Man,
in
I've
the
been
theater.
extremely high on hallucinogenics. I've been extremely.
That's
too,
the
bro.
point.
I've been so high that
I
I
love,
manifest shit.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean when I say I manifest shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I manifested my death multiple times.
No, I mean I manifest other things that aren't there. That's what I mean.
I went to purgatory.
I don't have that kind of. I don't have that kind of imagination.
We came out and played
Well,
Mario Kart.
If you had done the stuff I'd done, you had that kind of imagination because it
Maybe.
make you. Oh yeah, nah, that's what make
Maybe
me.
we were
Nah.
playing before you went to Purgatory. We played Mario Kart though. Yeah. These guys are crazy. They're taking 8 grams. You don't want to
I
do
was in
that.
the basement.
Believe me, you don't want to do it.
It's fucking awesome.
It was.
I went to
I know it was.
I went to purgatory up in my room. I told Steve, I just was like, I need to go up and listen to some music. And I remember there's a guy named Tom DeLong. He was like, I have a band called Angels and Airwaves. Listen to it with headphones on. I heard that when I was like high school. I was like, fuck it, so I'm gonna do it. And every song sounds the exact same. And I drink so much water. I had to, like, at the end of every song, I feel like I had to go up and pee. And I remember just sitting on my bed being like, this isn't horrible, but this isn't great. Because like it sucks because I keep filling myself like up and like getting up and peeing sucks, and this music is just like ugh. And I was like, this is purgatory, dude.
Yeah, you were in purgatory.
I felt like I felt like I was there for days.
You were in purgatory for a minute there, buddy.
Dude, so it was probably no more than 20 minutes, but oh my god.
No, it was more than 20 minutes.
Was
It
it?
was hours, dude.
It was
You were
hours,
upstairs for
yeah.
hours.
Was I really?
3
I was in the
hours.
basement for 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
I just spent 3 hours in the basement
You guys are funny.
doing this.
Dude,
This is
Rudy,
what my
I
head
was
kept on going.
gone.
And then I bring it back in
Clean
to
up
calm
to
down.
the universe.
And then you
Get
go
the
back.
breaths.
And
And
you go
then
back
as soon as I go, because I'm thinking of you, I'm thinking, okay, just go, get out. And trying to
Oh.
get out, and it wouldn't. It'd just be like too much information.
Isn't
Too much.
That's not it. That's another.
I fucking figured it out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I stopped doing it.
It's so.
It was still interesting at moments of clarity.
When it happens to you, it'll happen.
I know,
Yeah.
because the clarity that happened in the moments of calm
And believe me,
were still.
and believe me, the feeling is weird as hell.
And I was also in a crazy emotional space at that
Yes,
time.
you were.
I was trying to get over Jess still.
Yes, you were.
So I was trying, like, I was just
Reset,
about to go to
man,
sleep,
reset.
and it helped reset to a point.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't. It takes years to reset completely from that kind of situation, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
reset the fucking the
You
emotions.
already reset. You've
Huh?
already done it.
Yeah, the emotions. Well, I also have more control of my emotions than I did back then. Like,
You never did shrooms though? Other
You
than,
just-
like,
Oh
the
yeah,
other
back
day?
in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I did a
you
little.
lived in a commune.
Oh yeah, that's right. He said that.
If
You're
you live in
doing
a
those different
commune, you
ones.
do mushrooms.
But I dropped acid more than I did
But
mushrooms.
the mushrooms are basically the same
Mescaline,
effect, right?
mescaline,
No.
mescaline.
No, I've done both. It brought the same effect on me, body buzz, and I laughed my ass off.
What
Oh, I
acid?
guess
Yeah.
so.
You didn't have.
Acid and shrooms.
You had some acid, but you didn't have.
I had
the-
90s acid. It
You-
wasn't no good
yeah,
compared
yeah.
to 70s. Hell no.
No,
Yeah.
We had to take more.
Could you imagine if
I
you
had
were
the
good
shit.
at that right now?
I had the shit
Making acid?
Yeah.
I
where
know
an
a
elephant
dude-
might walk through the room.
I know a dude who knows a dude that makes it at the college in Chicago. He got sheets, man. He was trying to give me sheets. I'm just like, no.
I was sitting next to a guy, and this is that when I had that freak. No, this is before the freak out. I'm sitting next to a guy. He's sitting here on the couch, and I know he's on like two hits of acid. Next thing he goes, I gotta go, and he just gets up and he fucking leaves.
It's out.
3-4 days later, I see him. He said a shark swam the fuck out of the fucking because it was big curtains in his living room. Swam out the curtains and swam back in it. He was like, I was gone.
Yep.
And then he walked around his girlfriend's house or some house couldn't find the door for like 2 hours.
Yep.
Like, yeah, he was gone.
Okay,
Did we
I-
went disc
so-
golfing? We found what we did. Josh was it? Did mushrooms for the first time?
Not the first time, but he did too many. He was
We,
like,
yeah, he wanted to try to keep up with me and Steve, and he met Jesus that night.
Yeah,
Josh, that we know.
yeah.
yeah.
We found him down the street, just like, and
Oh,
all
yeah,
he
people
wanted to
do
do is
that.
hug and tell me how much he
They
loved
get
me. And I was
lost
like,
and-
come on in, buddy.
Then they find themselves.
Let's go that way.
It's like, nah, we're gonna keep you going this way. Way to ruin my buzz, buddy.
But see, the deep thing to me is when you're so high that people start turning into monsters. Okay? Or you see a fly and you look this way, there's 1,000 flies on the wall. You know they're not there, but that's what you're
Strong
seeing.
visuals,
Oh,
yeah.
Or you look at somebody and dots will be running around on their face.
Now imagine that shit happening, and you ain't on no acid. I used to wake up and have fucking paranoid like spiders, like big fuck like I'd literally see them.
Yeah, but see, you were opening up something.
different. Oh, I know.
Well, different because you didn't take anything, but you were opening up certain areas to let you see that shit.
I was also at that bottom part of the curve of
Mhm.
depression before I started
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
coming back up.
Yeah.
But it was that so I can understand like bipolar people can literally live a life they don't understand they're not living. Does that make sense? This lady was getting married, and she was getting married in Vegas. She's gonna have a big fucking gonna have a big fucking wedding, and with like elephants, a whole fucking parade, not parade, but like a,
Whatever
big
they
top.
do.
It was
Yeah.
a circus type wedding. She goes to the airport, looks for a ticket. Her fiance is supposedly already there doing all the shit. She gets pulled into an office. Turns out she didn't have a ticket. She didn't have a fiance. She didn't have any of it.
Yeah.
When she thought she was living a
She
life,
had lived, yeah.
living that life, they put her on meds and now she doesn't have those problems. Like, I didn't know. Like, my stepmom supposedly had it. What if my stepmom woke up one day, she was in a fit, and then woke up one day in a house with 5 kids? Like, she was, what if she got caught, because if you're bipolar, you can get caught up in a fantasy of what the world is really like, and then you'll crash back down to reality.
I've had bipolar girlfriends, dude.
Well, I have one.
Let me tell you
Not a
something.
girlfriend.
I've
You married, son.
I've had 2 bipolar girlfriends, and I didn't find out they were bipolar till way into the relationship. I always wondered, why? She seemed to be doing some weird shit sometimes, but I didn't pay any attention to it. The pussy was so goddamn good. Okay? So, I didn't pay attention to it. Then, after a while, I was like, wait a minute, there's something wrong with this chick. So, I sat her down, we started talking and shit, and she admitted, well, I haven't been taking my meds. I said, your meds? She says, I'm bipolar. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding.
fuck.
I thought my stepmom
Pussy
was
wasn't
making
that
it up.
good.
Felt like it was faking with her because she only went crazy when there was never people around.
Well, that's how it is sometimes with her.
I know.
Yeah,
I know that now.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I just assumed she was just making it up.
Yeah.
So she could.
Oh, an excuse?
Yeah, like we feel bad for her.
Yeah.
She had an excuse for being a psychopath and saying the shit she said to us or whatever the fuck she
Yeah.
did. Type shit. But it was like, well, you don't do that in front of people. When you're in front
I mean, they
like,
were
I've
both,
seen bipolar people go off in front of people. It's
but they were
like-
both really good people by heart. You know what I mean? They,
Oh, the girls?
yeah, they just had that problem. If
I'm
they
sure
didn't
my
take
stepmom was
if they didn't take their
In a
medicine,
way.
if they didn't take their medicine, they'd do weird shit.
She just, fatherless woman. Dad abandoned him, basically. She lived in Ohio when there was a lot of bands going around, a lot of cocaine. So she did a lot of cocaine and a lot of bands. So she wasn't a bad person, she was just selfish.
Life is a bitch, and then you die.
Well, we think we died. What if we just wake up the next day?
Who knows? We're all about to find out.
Yeah. Just wake up in my body. Could you imagine if you remembered? You woke up, you look in the mirror, you're like,
Where the fuck's my last life at?
I remember this face. This is Steve. I gotta live this life.
That's
I don't wanna
why.
live this
That's
life.
why
No,
you
you'd be
don't.
like,
That's
"Where
why you
am I
don't
at?"
remember. That's why you don't remember.
Isn't it Logic? Logic has Neil deGrasse Tyson on there, and he's talking. This dude gets run over by, dies or whatever, and he finds out that he's gonna go live another life as a slave owner. And it's not him that frees the slave, but his son's son frees the slave or something like that. Some shit.
Yeah, crazy shit, man. But hey, we've all got to face that doorway.
That is a crazy situation. The fact that that team is not owned by a person.
Who?
What?
Green Bay.
Oh, the people own it supposedly.
No, it's not supposedly. It's an actual fucking.
No, they all pay like $100 toward a fund to get like 3% of the team.
No. What I mean though is the team. If you have season tickets, you are part owner of the team.
Yeah, but if
Well, that's
you-
what any
you're
team-
getting no dividends or no shit. paid
That's what
out to
any
you.
team.
They ain't sending you no money.
They love you if you're
I
a season
think they
ticket.
do.
If you're a season
I think
ticket,
if you're a
person,
season ticket holder, you get.
they love you.
No, I mean most of the money goes back into paying the fucking staff and management.
Yeah, well, they're gonna send you a quarter. Check for 33 cents.
It's still not owned by some rich dickhole who just
I'm
wanted
sure
to
it
fucking
really
own a
is,
team.
bro.
Huh?
I'm sure it really is.
Alright.
Yeah, it's sold.
Oh yeah.
More than one person owns it.
No,
Oh yeah, maybe more
no.
than
You
one
might have
person.
some. You might have some stockholders,
not a
but
stockholder.
somebody owns it.
Yeah,
It's got to be
No.
it has to be either
Will you
some
look it up?
Someone owns
What
the
Green Bay
majority.
is? Green Bay is a fucking like a specific corporation that's owned by the a bunch of people. It's not a fucking one person owns it like every other team.
Okay,
Every other
so
team has
a
an
bunch of
ownership
rich people.
group.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
They have ownership group. This isn't even an ownership group. This is a
No, I think that's how it started, but I don't know if it's still that way.
no. It still is. Yes, it's definitely how it started, and it's
Yeah,
definitely
it's definitely
still
how it
Fuck
started.
Green Bay,
Because then you
bro.
had no money.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
dude,
most of the
way
people
too
that
much.
are
Yeah,
like a
dude,
lot
that's
of
way
season
too
ticket
much.
holders are people who live in the town
Of course.
and have lived there for years and years and
Let's
years.
have a co-op motherfucking team.
It is a co-op.
It's not.
When-
They don't pay no one.
Are
They
you
don't
sure?
pay their season ticket holders.
Well, I don't know if season
You pay
ticket
them
holders
for
are
season
technically the
tickets.
owners.
I think they had a thing where they were
They're not.
doing
But
a
there
fundraiser.
has to, I'm just speculating. But somebody's name, somebody has to sign checks. That's all I got to
Well,
say.
there's definitely a
Well, that's
managing
just some
officer,
accountant or something.
No,
Yeah,
no,
the CFO.
no,
chief financial officer.
They got
Yes.
the stamp that put that shit on there or something.
no. It ain't done like that, dude.
Either way,
They ain't signing that many checks by hand. They got a stamp. Or it's just printed on a check, actually. They got rich people shit.